Champions of Europe finally! History made in Istanbul! The treble complete!
History makers! For the first time ever, an English club have won 4 titles in a row!
Here we go! Premier League football is back. Manchester City are back, and we've got to do it. We've got to do it today. Got to do it today, Blues. I'm nervous. I'm really nervous about this one, and I don't know why. I don't like playing Everton. There's something about them that it's just a bit... Ugh, innit? You know what I mean? It's just a bit sticky. Sticky toffees, aren't they? You know what I mean? It's not the most enjoyable fixture. Sometimes it can be pretty good, but we've had some rough games against Everton in the past. Even with Pep, remember at Goodison Park, we got 4 put past us. You know, we got spanked by Everton at Goodison Park in Pep's first season. But Blues, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're looking after yourselves, and I hope we pick up all 3 points today because we have a good chance of going top of the Premier League today. And if we win, we're looking at results with Bournemouth and Spurs. I think they're involved as well. Looking at those 2 sides and hoping they just need to drop points. And then City at 5 o'clock this afternoon, we can be saying we are top of the league. And then half an hour later, Arsenal will probably take it back. But still, it's a tough game. It's a tough game. Some interesting news. One interesting selection from Pep Guardiola in the back line. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I hope you're doing well. Let's say hello to all you wonderful, wonderful people, first of all. I don't know what's happening there. Bloody hell. Anyway. Who was in it? Phil, you were in here nice and early. Hello, Jonny. Hello, everyone. City 2, Everton 0. Bagged the 3 points, climbed the table, and believe that Arsenal will drop points as the season goes on. We are in the title race. We absolutely are, Phil. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're good. Wolfie, I have a feeling that Doku is going to smoke today. Me too, mate. Me too. I've got a lot of good feelings about Doku over the course of the season. I mean, he's gone up a level, man. He really, really has. And it's just what we've always wanted. It's like, it's all good and well being exciting and beating a player and getting to the byline. That's great. Love that. Very entertaining. It's when you smash it into the crowd, into Rose Ed or out the fucking stadium. Do you know what I mean? That's when it's like, could have done a bit better there, mate. But now he's just refined his game and he's finding City shirts and he's finding the back of the net as well on occasions as well, you know, and his G&A is going up. And I think that's a great sign. Even in a Belgian shirt as well, he's getting assists and he's getting goals. It's good to see, really is. Douglas, the Blues, a big old club ignored or minimised, standing in the shadow of a grotesque, red-stained abomination. That being said, let's batter them today. I would have gone harder with that there, Douglas. I'd have sworn in there because of your fluid linguistic poetry at the beginning. The Blues, a big old club ignored or minimised, standing in the shadow of a grotesque, red-stained abomination. That being said, let's kick the living piss out of them. That's what I would have said. That's what I would have gone with that. I'd have gone even harder the other way. The contrast, I'd have gone there. But yeah, I see what you were doing. James, mate, the only thing I'm predicting is City will win by 5 goals. That's all you know. That's all James knows. That's all he knows today. He just woke up and went, City winning by 5 goals today. That's all I know. I'm going back to bed. If Haaland scores at least 1 goal, he will now have the most goals in 8 matches at first, second, and third place in the Premier League. You're absolutely right, mate. Fucking phenom of a player. Merla, good to see you, mate. Afternoon Blues. Tough game this, but at least we don't have to face an informed Jack Grealish. I'll go with a 4-1 City victory today. Yeah, I'm kind of glad about that, I must admit. It's just football poetry, isn't it, really? Players coming back. What do you think about the loan rule? I thought it was interesting that I can't remember where I was. I think it might have been TalkSport. It might have been Sky. I can't remember what I was looking at when I saw it. But they were talking about, but there's no Jack Grealish Jack Grealish is ineligible. He can't play against Manchester City. Then everyone was like, what do you think about those rules, by the way? What do you think about those rules? And I was like, do those rules often get brought up into question when it's not a promising player returning to Manchester City who could harm Manchester City, but is ineligible to face Manchester City? Those rules are never in question. When no one asks that question when it's like someone else, if a former Liverpool player or a Liverpool loanee or an Arsenal former player, well, it has to be a loanee, doesn't it, for them to be ineligible? A loanee player returning to a club to hurt them. I never heard that question be asked before. What do you think about those rules? And I actually am interested in what you think about those rules, because I do think it's a daft rule. You've let them go and play football elsewhere. To not face the club you've gone from, I get it. I kind of get it, but I do think it's a bit harsh at the same time. But the fact that they had to ask that question because it was beneficial for us. Like, how dare Manchester City benefit from one of the rules that were already set in stone before this season even started, many seasons ago. So yeah, God, how dare we benefit? How dare we? Church, good to see you, mate. Good morning, fellow Blues. Everton with Moyes in charge has always been tough. So I predict City to chew the toffees into submission. I see what you did. You're chewing a toffee. Could do with the toffee. I actually had a Mars bar. Well, one of those mini ones. Mars bars are shit now. Even the mini ones are mini versions of the previous mini versions of Mars bars, aren't they? They're like that big. You know what I mean? For trick-or-treating. You know, buy a big pack of Mars bars. You get like one Mars bar that's just chopped into like 600 slices. That's all you get. It's fucking bollocks what you get with the Mars bar multi-packs nowadays. Alvin, good to see you, mate. 6-0 Church has gone for the what? For the hyper Herculean sky blue juggernaut. Hyper Herculean. Alvin, good to see you, mate. I never bet, but I think City win, but it will be an interesting game. Yove White Pro is enjoying himself. He's having a good time, and he's turned into a cube Incredible Hulk. So he's having a great time. RG Sneaks says, let's go. City 4-0, Haaland bagging a hattie. Does anyone think that Haaland might go like no goals today? Imagine if he doesn't get a goal after all of the hype going into this game, because it's getting like, even the people who want to hate Haaland are now speaking so positively about Haaland now. And it would kind of sum everything up. It would sum up football, really, for him to go without a goal today. And we struggle as a result. But we've got options. If that happens and he's having an off day, Marmouche is on the bench, who I'm looking forward to getting some minutes today. This is just a guy. Finally, a club game. How many international breaks can there be? Anyway, I feel confident in our team. 4-0 to the best team in the world with Foden and Haaland braces. I'd love that fact to happen, mate. 3-0 for MCFC. Chess, 99 Chess, good to see you. No Gvardiol or Cherky on the starting 11, but they are on the bench, mate, like you said. Come on, Man City, good to see you. Beyond the Cosmos, good to see you as well, mate. Banter Football. Luca Miller, good to see you. Yes, Fadaku, good to see you. Are you sure Savio is from Brazil? It's a good question. I think he is. I'll check his passport when I next see him. When I next see the guy. I've no idea, mate. I'm pretty sure he is. But I know your point you're making. He hasn't got that. I mean, he has got flair. He's got. You can see the Brazilian DNA in there a little bit. I know what you mean. We want to see a bit more from him, but I'm convinced we are. You know, he's further behind in his time at Manchester City compared to Doku. So I'm hoping if he can just, like, you know, a year down the line, like Doku is, or at least 6 months down the line compared to Doku, he will catch him up, or at least get to the level Doku is at now at that stage. So hopefully you're right. But I was a little bit seeing him on the right. I really wanted to see Cherky. I thought he might go with Bob. I actually thought my preference would have been Cherky, Bob, Savinho. So he's gone with my third choice right winger for what I wanted to see in the starting 11 today. But hey, we hope he can perform today. Min Chan Wang says 3-1. Official Leddy Clark says 3-1 as well. Good to see you, Ozzers. How you doing, mate? K-Line, good to see you as always. Alexander and Just Latu's gone 5-0. Andreas 5-2 for City. And Caraga's gone... no, he's not said anything. He said hi. Good to see you, mate. But yeah, buzzing. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all looking after yourselves. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you're smashing it. Like smashing it to pieces. But yeah, who was in it? We've got some super chats actually as well before I lose track. Before I lose track, let's say hi to Curtis. Depression kicked my ass all week. Need a win. Curtis, mate. I hope you're not truly, truly depressed, mate. I hope this is your escape from the bad feelings you've had this week. But just know there's an amazing chat right there. I'm looking at it right now. There's numerous times the chat has helped people who have been feeling a bit down. So maybe the chat can do the same for you, mate. Hope you're feeling better soon. But yeah, a win would definitely help in that regard. But chin up, mate. Good to see you, mate. Thank you very much for becoming a member. EAU Ruse, if that's how you pronounce it, mate. Is it Yao Ruse? I don't know how you pronounce that, mate. But I'm going to call you Ruse. Is that all right? Ruse. But yeah, cheers, mate. Really appreciate the support. Top man. Toth Norbert has donated as well. Very kind of you, mate. Thank you very much. What are your thoughts about Forest-Chelsea game? I turned it off on the hour mark and then Chelsea started scoring, so I actually don't know. I watched the first hour. I saw Chelsea's Achampong header. I saw that, and then I turned it off, not because I was like, oh, you know, when some people do that. Some people do that, don't they? Like, oh, that team has scored. Oh, turn it off. Turn it off. They fucking scored. You know what I mean? I wasn't one of them. It wasn't one of them. It was, I had things to do. I had to sort this out as well and set the stream up and all that bollocks. So, I don't know. I know they went down to 10 men, which is becoming a bad habit for Chelsea. They seem to get a red card every game. You know what I mean? Every game they're picking up a red card. So I saw that. Was it Gusto? Was it Gusto at the end? I think it might have been Gusto. But yeah. I mean, Chelsea, they're looking all right. They've beaten Liverpool. I do think I saw in the first half, I thought Forest looked like a 50-50 game. Chelsea probably 55-45. Chelsea probably edged the first half. But I did think that Forest were in that game, and I thought the second half might be interesting. But then one goal, and they crumbled by the sounds of it. I haven't seen it. Sounds like they crumbled, Forest. But yeah, what's his face? Ange Postecoglou. He's got to go, any at some point. I don't know how you can keep being a manager, even if it's such a short spell, to turn up and just consistently lose every game is like a terrible, terrible start. And Darks, mate, sending one typical City membership gift, and it was bagged by Ozzers. Cheers, Ozzers. Enjoy that, mate, and big up to you, Darks. Appreciate you, mate. Thank you very much. And big up to Jeff, who's probably not in the chat yet, because he is the reason we're watching this 3 o'clock kickoff. I just need to make sure it's on the actual right channel, because I'm on Premier League Live, and I'm not sure that's going to go straight to the City game. So I'm just going to click directly on Man City versus Everton to be safe, in case we're just sat here, you know, watching bloody Brighton. I'm like, this doesn't look right. Something aren't here. Something's gone wrong, and I'm watching bloody Brighton. That's what's wrong. Micah, mate, good to see you. Pep can find he takes watches, typical City, and takes notes. What was it? There was something that made me buzz the other day. Yesterday, in fact, he said at the end of the pre-match press conference that Vardiol can play both sides. Now, I'm not sure whether that was lost in translation and he meant like, I don't know. Is there another meaning to playing both sides? I think he meant he can play on the right side, which is exactly what I was saying in that video. Go to the end of the pre-match press conference. It's on the City official YouTube channel. Go and check that out. The last, 20 seconds is all you need to watch. Excuse me. And Pep says that he gets asked the question, is Vardiol's best position left back or centre back? And he replies, both sides. He can play both sides and doubles down. He says it twice. He says, no, he can play both sides. He can improve on both sides and he can play both sides. So I was like, have I done it again? Am I going to have another dose of egotistical arrogance boosted into my veins by saying something that Pep Guardiola does? I think it's getting a little bit of luck, a little bit of know-how. Blend of the two are nicely merging together here, because I don't want to get overly arrogant, because before I know it, I will be calling the most ridiculous shots in the world and suggesting, I think we should send Donnarumma left wing, you know. I reckon we should give it a go. And there's no fucking chance that Pep's going to do that. So, you know, you got to you take a win, know when to fold. There's a song about that, isn't there? What is it? How's it go? Know when to hold 'em. Know when to do them. I don't know the lyrics, but I know there's no when to fold 'em. That's the only lyrics I know from that song. I think Wyclef did a version of it as well. Anyway, what we talking about? What we talking about? I don't know anymore. William, mate, appreciate the super chat. KDB is so good, he has made Rasmus Hodglund look good. He bloody has, hasn't he? He's firing it. That's the thing, man. I don't think it's just the fact that KDB is down. I agree with your point. I think it's leaving Manchester United is like, it's like medicine. It's like tonic water for like some sort of therapy to just become a better player. How many players have done this, by the way, just left Manchester United and gone on to become better players? Anthony at Real Betis is a prime example. He was bloody brilliant, you know, when he left United. I mean, it's not a coincidence. From Højlund at United, he was a joke. He was so poor. That sun's right in my eyes there, by the way. There's a centimetre of gap in between the curtain or the blind and the frame of the window, and the sun is just like right there in my eyeball. So that's going to do my nutting. I've actually got some duct tape back there. I might start duct taping the blinds. Let's talk about football, shall we, mate? But yeah, I'm nervous, but I believe we can win. But of course, we can always beat ourselves, 100%. 100%. I know, mate. I know. It's a weird kind of sun. It's that sun that's so, and like, it's still got clouds in front of it, so it's not that aggressive. It's not that aggressive. There's still a big, fat, dirty cloud in the way. So, yeah, I'm safe. My eyeballs are all right. Almost every player that left Man United has become better. 100%, Darks. Couldn't agree more. Well, I'm trying to think of anyone who hasn't, you know. Right now, I would suggest Garnacho isn't doing very well at Chelsea. That's one player I would suggest that's left United at recent times and is like, meh, not doing great. You're doing all right. You know, Garnacho's probably the only one. Good to see you, Christine. What stripe on my... Oh, yeah, there it is. Can you see it? Right, we need to sort that out. That's so fucking Oh, shit. I'm going to get some duct tape. And sort this right out. Take that. Take that, you ray of sunshine. You've been blocked. There we go. Ghetto. That's Ghetto Productions. There we go. Sorted. No way has he been sacked. No way has he been sacked. No way has he been sacked. I'll say it again just in case you didn't hear. No way has he been sacked. Techno Kid, Man City fan, my prediction is 3-0 Haaland hat-trick. Good to see you, Techno Kid. That's a reasonably fair prediction, mate. Reasonably fair. Has he scored a hat-trick this year, by the way? That's what I think's so impressive about Haaland's form this season. Has been the fact that I don't think he scored a hat-trick yet. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think he has. But he scored as many goals as he did in the treble season when people were talking about the numbers being so good. Yeah, I think it's a harder job to do to score in consecutive games. To just be the difference maker in every game. Not just like turning up. Because he got a hat-trick against Forest, if I remember rightly, in his opening spell at City. There was one against the United. Again, no achievement there. Anyone scores hat-tricks against United, no problem. Super easy football team to play against. Foden got one the same day. Do you know what I mean? So, what else? I'm sure he's had other hat-tricks in that game, but that's what I'm saying is like doing it consistently, I think is a harder thing to do. But yeah, it'd be very nice for him to get a hat-trick today. It's more than welcome. More than welcome. Big up to Canada, mate. Lil Relke. And John Kleins, Junior, mate. Big up, sir. Thank you very much for becoming a member. I appreciate you, John. Thank you very much. Is that legit? Is it legit? Ake Stein. Yeah, let's talk about City, man. I need to know for sure. Oh my God, it's official. Nottingham Forest sack Ange Postecoglou just 39 days in charge. That's just insane. Like, to do it then, You know what I mean? You do it tomorrow morning, don't you? You do it tomorrow morning. I don't like that at all. I mean, I sack him tomorrow. It's not the fact that I think he should have been like considered for sacking at this point because it's clearly not right how bad it is. But I would argue he's barely been given time. I mean, he's got excuses coming out of his ears now because it's like, as a manager, you should be given time. No matter what, really. I think if you bring in a manager, you should at least give them you should give them a transfer window, I think, to let them do something about it, change something. You know, I think that's fair. It is terrible, the form that they're in, and it was almost inevitable. But I think it's not more inevitable that Ange got the sack because of Ange's results. It's more because of who the chairman is, which says everything, really. It doesn't say that it's the right decision or the wrong decision. It just says you've got an absolute lunatic chairman who is very egotistical and very knee-jerk in his reactions. So they are right above the relegation zone as well. They are 1 point above the relegation zone with more games played than the two teams beneath them in Burnley and West Ham. So if Burnley and West Ham win, they go second from bottom. And Wolves could go ahead of them as well on goal difference if they score enough goals today. So that's mad. It said 39, apparently, Douglas. So I believe you need to get your facts right, sir. I'm joking, mate. But yeah, you know what I mean. 38 days, 39 days. What's the bloody difference, really? It's barely a month, you know. So it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculously short period of time. I do feel a bit sorry for him in that regard. But it wasn't going well, was it? Let's be honest. Wasn't going well. Right. Enough about Forest. City, what are we doing? Donnarumma starts between the sticks. No surprises there. Nunes, Diaz and Ake. Now, I don't think it's a terrible decision. I think it's a hindsight thing. We could be looking at a decision later into the afternoon where Ake makes a mistake and Everton score a goal and we go like, Pep, what were you thinking starting Nathan Ake? When in reality, we know the minutes Vardiola's had in recent times. He's got almost the most minutes out of anyone in Europe right now. He's like over a certain, I can't remember the actual period of time, but a long period of time he has played an unbelievable amount of football. So I get the fact that he probably does need a rest. I think Ake probably needs minutes in the legs as well. And if he's fit, raring to go, he is injury prone. So I would try and cash in on getting him some minutes. And I think Ake's a very good player. You know, my concern for me is Vardiol's not the quickest. Ake, I would argue, is probably a touch slower. And in the last year or so, I would suggest that Ake's dropped a yard or two of speed. So I'm a bit concerned about the speed at the back there, you know, with Diaz and Ake. But, you know, I think they'll be all right. I'm hoping they'll be all right. They've got a physical battle today with Beto going into that centre forward position. Either side of them, they've got Alcaraz and Ndeye to look after. Ndeye, who's on form, top goal scorer for Everton this season. I think he's got 3. So, you know, he is the danger man for Everton. Without Jack Grealish, Alcaraz, I imagine Alcaraz is playing on the left. He could tuck inside and get behind Beto on occasions and get Mykolenko forward on the overlap, kind of similar to how we like to tuck one of our wingers in a little bit and get Nunes on the overlap. But that'll be interesting to see today what they actually do. What else we got? We got Nico G inevitably starting without Rodri. Looking forward to watching him today. I think I'm hoping he has a good game. I have a lot of trust in Nico O'Reilly. Well, yeah, him as well, but Nico Gonzalez is who I actually meant. Nico O'Reilly starts, by the way. So looking forward to it. And I don't think it's a surprise. I think Pep's done exactly the right thing. I thought I was a bit worried I'd see Ryan Aït-Nouri left back. And I thought, that's harsh. That would have been harsh. So very pleased to see Pep Guardiola being logical in his selection there. Tarkowski, I'm one to talk. I mean, look at these fucking things. Tarkowski, mate. I could barely fit him in the thumbnail area. You know, his ears were being cut off. I've got big ears, but Tarkowski's ears, do you know what I mean? He must use them as a centre-back, like, woof, send the ball back. The ball, like, is coming down, and rather than head it, he just goes, woof, and like a gust of wind goes, ka-cha! and sends the ball back the other way. I would definitely utilise that. Dumbo. But yeah, he's a good player as well, actually. I think he's got his work cut out for him today, Erling Haaland, because Michael Keane has returned from what was supposed to be... He was a doubt for this game. It was a bit 50-50. He's made it. It was a rib injury against Crystal Palace for Michael Keane. He's back. Branthwaite, I think, should be their best choice centre-back. For me, I think he's the best centre-back they've got, but he has only just come back from injury himself. So they have got a bit of a luxury there where they could possibly rotate late in the game. If they're in a 1-0 lead later, I wouldn't be surprised to see them go 3 at the back and just throw Jared Branthwaite on with Keane and Tarkowski and make it even more harder. But if we can go 1-0 up, that buggers that. That buggers that. But yeah, Savinho and Doku, right wing, left wing. I'm assuming left wing for Doku because that's where he's played his best football. Foden and Reinders are going to be in front of Gonzalez and Haaland up top. The big man. Come on. And then, of course, you've got Pickford, Jake O'Brien, Tarkowski, Keane, and Mikhalenko at the back 5. Garner, Idrissa Gueye in front of them. Alcaraz, Dewsbury Hall, and Undayi. They could play right. They could play left. I'm gone Undayi on the right. Could be the other way around. Beto up front as well. Dewsbury Hall is back from his suspension, which is a bit of a killer because I think he would have been a big miss for them today. If they didn't have Jack Grealish and Dewsbury Hall, their creativity would be like stifled. They really would be struggling in that regard. So again, they're getting... I mean, it's not going to be easy, this game. It's not going to be easy. Big up, Victor. Seattle joining the chat at 6:30 a.m. Big up to you, sir. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Appreciate you, Victor. Thank you very much, mate. And you, Darks. Well, I'm at work, Johnny, so can't watch the stream and game at the same time on the phone, so I'm moving to the game stream now. Have a good stream and let's go. You are a legend, sir, mate, because you dropped like 5 donations before you went to want to watch the actual game. But I don't blame you for watching the real thing. I don't blame you in the slightest. I would do the same, definitely, especially rather than watching myself. Imagine doing that, choosing to watch yourself in the mirror. Looking in the mirror rather than watching City. That'd be a bit weird. Tell you what's weird. Ed Gein. Let's not talk about it, actually. It's that weird. I'll probably get demonetized. But I started watching that last night. Jesus Christ. The first 5 minutes, the guy's like, yeah. It's like, what are you doing, mate? What's he doing there? Have you seen it? Jesus Christ. Weird. Monsters on Netflix. Yeah, watch it if you've got a sadistic side to you. Right, game's about to get underway. As always, I've forgotten the clock. Let's find it quickly. Come on, clock. Come on, clock. Always on top. Stopwatch. Scoreboard. Right, we're away. Let's go. Big up, Darks, mate. Thank you very much for all your donations, mate. Oh. Haaland leading the... Well, he wasn't actually, but he was so animated in the team talk, isn't he? I think Haaland's improved in so many ways this season, hasn't he? In terms of on the field is one way, like there are multiple ways on the field, but I actually think off the field he's improved. You know, his ability to deal with the media, his mannerisms, the way he communicates. He just seems a totally different person. He's just had a kid, hasn't he? And I think that changes people. I think once you have a child brought into your life, the game's underway, that can be a massive difference to you. That can change a lot of stuff for you. But make sure you're hitting that like button, everyone. City are underway. Premier League football is back. City donning a sky blue home kit as to be expected, and Everton donning their black away kit. Everton with the ball as well. But looking for any interesting changes that might be a surprise in the starting 11s. Nothing really there. City have got the ball back nice and early. Ball into Haaland here. And gives it away. But yeah, Doku is on the left. Savinho is on the right as well. Nathan Ake nearly got caught there, but he bobbled off his head and ends up keeping the ball. Does all right. Nico O'Reilly. Doku upended. Foul, ref. given a throw-in to Everton. Come on, Blues. What are your predictions then for this? I know a lot of you have given them already, to be fair, but I mean, we're in trouble here. Christ, he had to win that there, Ruben Diaz. And he's hurt Dewsbury Hall in the process. Nico Gonzalez is saying stop the game because he can tell that the Everton player is actually hurt. Is it Dewsbury Hall? I think it was Dewsbury Hall. But all of a sudden, there was a little pocket of space appeared in City's right-back position where Nunes was... It wasn't Diaz, sorry. It was Nunes who was very central. Sort of out of position there a little bit. And there was a player going on the overlap where he probably should have been. And with the whole defence should have shifted across there. But he won his tackle and he's hurt Dewsbury Hall in the process. So considering I wanted Dewsbury Hall not to play, he might have done us a favour. He might have done us a favour. I don't know why people are afraid to say, yes, he's injured. You know, when the opposition get a key player injured, inside you're loving it. And we have to all be polite now, don't we? You know, because it's politically correct to be like, I don't wish injuries upon anybody. I don't wish anybody was injured. You know what I mean? Yes, life-threatening injuries or career-ending injuries, yeah, 100%. I agree with that. But if you're out for the game where you face us, or you're out for 3 months of a season, when that's going to have a massive effect on one of your title rivals, of course you're like, fucking get in. Buzzing. Because did we get any sympathy when Rodri was out last season? No, we didn't at all. Not at all. Nag's gone 3-0. 3-0. Jardel's 3-1 as well. 4-0 for Alexander. Christine 2-1. 3-0. 3-1. 4-1. 20-second delay. Well, there will be, mate, unfortunately, because I'm streaming it. Minx. I'm very pleased with Doku. I would have rather have seen Cherky, to be honest. I'd have rather have seen Electric Steve with a goal would be delightful. Sloppy ball from Nathan Ake's forced Nunes to... Well, it's gone out of play. Silence, mate. You know what? You might be right, but I do love your... It's bordering on negativity, but you're pragmatic. Let's call you pragmatic rather than just negative. But you might be right, mate. You might be right. They did, Nag. They did, 100%. But yeah, Everton causing problems at the minute. They're coming forward again. 4 minutes in. And Dewsbury Hall's fine. He's up on his feet, no probs. Ball in, controlled. Oh, just sort of prodded away there, but Haaland gets sort of in the way. It's not a sloppy start from City. It's more of it's just a better start by Everton. I don't think City really... I mean, Ake has been sloppy, in fairness. That's a high boot. High boot. Get penalties for them, don't you? Monaco. Just realised there's audio being played there. And it was Garner clipping the ear of Tajani Reinders. Ball out to Savinho here. One-on-one with Mikhalenko. Does him. Go on. Oh, he's done him for speed. Oh, and he's had to be slowed down, though, because he's got hold of him. The speed was great. The speed was really good. And then as soon as it became a battle of strength, it was game over. It was game over. But, yeah, you know, I was impressed by the speed. You're going to be doing him, if you're beating him for speed like this early into the game, you know, later into the game when he's got tired legs, just keep having a go at him, mate. Because, you know, once you're past him, you're past him. Strength can do nothing once you're physically past a player. But he did all right there to beat him. 5 minutes in, still 0-0. First sign of any life from City was then from Savinho. Wonder what the atmosphere's like. Can you guys hear the Etihad crowd? I can picture it being quite subdued today. It's the sort of game that's like, yeah, 3 o'clock, Everton at home, back from international break. A lot of late arrivals there, coming down the stairs. Okay, he's got to deal with it. He does deal with it. He does well, Beto. Nunes has to let it go out of throw for a throw-in again, mate. Jeff, good to see you, mate. Big up to Jeff. W's in the chat for Jeff for making this stream possible. As always, Jeff, you're a legend. Bit late. Just picked up my new wheels. Come on, City. That was a proper fish, Jeff. Come on, then. Tell us what your wheels are, mate. What new rod have you got? What's your new rod? Hang on a minute. Everton are in. Jeff, don't tell us about your new car yet, mate, and Dye's just done him. He's done him. Haaland. What is Haaland doing there? But I love you, mate. You look at him. He's on the edge of the 6-yard box, clearing it like a proper old-school centre-back. Love that from Erling Haaland, but warning shots are being fired from Everton here. Come on, Jeff, tell us what your new car is. I'm not a big car fan, to be honest. I'm not a petrol head or anything. Long ball over the top here, Beto, and Ake. Ake wins again, does really well. Since that little bad ball from Ake where he played it out for a throw and he's had to have a couple of battles with Beto and he's won both of them. So well done, Nathan Ake. Oh, a little 2025 Mazda 3. We're now an all Mazda family. Nice. Big up to you, Jeff, and your family. Hope you're all good. Hope you're all good. Because he's American. And muscle cars. Doku. First chance to do anything in the game, really. He's been slowed down by Ndeye. Forces him back to Nathan Ake. Back to Ruben Diaz. Nunes. First real opportunity for City to string some passes together here. Still on the halfway line. Foden. Nunes out to Savinho. They are getting 2 out to both wingers. Before it was Ndeye and O'Brien. Good ball into Foden. Right foot cross is tame from Phil Foden. They almost scuffed it, really, but he gets a corner. Excuse me. I think he scuffed it then, to be honest. He had a real opportunity to get a decent ball in. Corner ball. Yeah, big up, Jeff. Get those likes up, people. Come on. Let's get those likes up. Reinders. Careful, mate. Savinho. Oh, he's done well there, Nunes. Piss off. Well done, referee. Alcaraz going down there. Too easy for me. Too easy for me, that was. Ball down the line. Nico O'Reilly. Doku. Foden. Being forced away here. Slowly but surely we're going away from goal here. Nunes. Good ball. Savinho. Savinho. Dink back post. Doku. Oh, I think he thought about the overhead kick, but Savinho just side foot lofted volley cross from Savinho. Too much on it. I thought Doku saw it going over his head. He was thinking about overhead kicking that, but it was too much. Haaland would have probably done it, but little Doku, mate. Little Doku. He ain't getting up there. Nico O'Reilly thinking about the shot. Oh! Just wide. Just wide by Nico O'Reilly. Good from City. Good. 2 moments there, really. All quick succession. Ball from into Savinho was really good from Nunes. Good run from Savinho. Just gets his cross wrong. City turning the screw a little bit. Improved. They've improved in the last 5 minutes. And then a shot from Nico O'Reilly, which was a whisker past the post. Good to see, though. Good to see. We've improved. Nunes. Into Foden. Space. Oh, it's a good ball, actually. It's a good ball. Doku's going to get there. He does. Crosses half cleared, still in the penalty area, and it's just about cleared. Foden's going to try and keep this alive. Dewsbury Hall forcing him away from goal. Cuts it back to Nunes. Tried to do a bit of close control there from Nunes, and he's had to lose the ball to Beto. And surely Everton eventually clear this. They do. But it's going to come straight back because it lands right to Ruben Diaz with space in front of him, but 11 Everton players as well to get past. Out to Savinho. Cuts inside. Inside. Does he get a bit lucky? No, I thought that ball was going to work its way through to Reinders then, but couldn't. Nunes. Inside to Nico G. Good turn. Foden. He's cut it too much there. Looking for Doku. Right idea, but he's cut it back too much there. Yeah, come on, people. Appreciate you tuning in to Typical City. I really do. Smash that like button if you can. Massively, massively helps. Jeff, they listen, mate. Since your little comment there, we've got over nearly 100 more since then, mate. So, big up to you, Jeff. I'm already on my second beer. Oh, giveaway. Giveaway by Nathan Ake. And Day's coming through. Don't foul him. No, it's going to be... Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. You fucking got away with murder, man. You got away with murder. Yeah, Nathan Ake giving the ball away, and Day starts bearing down on goal, down the right side for City, cuts it across, looking for Beto. Beto gets his studs on it, stretching, sliding. Anything stronger than what he does get on it would have been a guaranteed goal because it's an empty net. Looking to tap it in, and he just couldn't grow big enough, Beto, and he's big enough as it is. Pretty large individual. And we get away with that one. Nathan Ake has had two very good moments where he's won his battles, but there's been two moments of real sloppiness. One that wasn't really, he passed it out for a throw-in, early in the game, fine, we move on. But that, you can't be doing that. I need to see it back how much of a giveaway it really was, to be honest, because I only saw that it was him who passed it, but I didn't see everything that took place. Oh, Doku's just skipped past him. Here we go. Oh, now he's giving it away. That's really good. Oh, Nico O'Reilly, he's now giving it away. He did really well. He actually won the ball back, Nico O'Reilly. And then Nico Gonzalez, mate. I love that. Love that. I love it, mate. That's a foul on Nico O'Reilly. He's done really well. Nico Gonzalez, mate. And then he picks up... Then Nico says, Nico, what do you want, Nico? I don't know, Nico. I'm on the floor, Nico. Why, do you want me to pick you up, Nico? And he was like, yeah, of course, Nico. Please pick me up, Nico. And Nico was like, okay, I'll pick you up, Nico. And Nico went, thanks, mate. Appreciate it, Nico. And he said, no problems, Nico. Let's go, Nico. It's all going off on Nico FC. Let's go. But yeah, really good taco. But I said taco. Savinho! Oh, that's tame. That was a tame finish. That sums him up, man. That is proper Savinho finish. That is right there. He's through on goal at a very tight angle. Side foot effort. He scuffs the shit out of it. It was so... That's just rubbish, mate. You fucking drill it. Or if you're going to side foot it, find a corner. If you're going to go for finesse, you make sure you go either side of the keeper. If you're going to go for power, then you might get excused for hitting it straight at the keeper. To finesse it and make it bounce a couple of times from like 10 yards out and hit fucking Pickford from there. Nathan Ake. Out to Doku. Slowing it down and Day to beat him. Jacob O'Brien behind him. Nico Gonzalez with a bit of space. Cuts it back to Nunes. Nunes thinks about the shot. Oh, and it's just wide. Big up to Kid Leroy. Leroy. That's it. Leroy. Kid Leroy. 999. Appreciate you, mate. Appreciate you. Thank you very much for the very kind donation. Top man. Fresh Prince in the house. Will Smith, appreciate your support, mate. Becoming a typical City supporter is massively appreciated. I'm not sure it would have counted, actually. Maybe Savini would have been offside. But that finish, he's got to work on that. And his finishing is so poor. You know, I'd love him to get a goal today. But, oh, Nunes, sloppy. He's got to come out. Donnarumma, where are you? There he is. And then as cool as you like, Donnarumma. That was lovely. I was a bit delayed and I didn't see anything. Like the ball was like slowly working its way back. There's sloppiness. There's been a bit of sloppiness in our play here. And I think we've gotten away with it, thankfully. But we've had opportunities going the other way. We could have definitely, you know, I think Savini should be hitting the back of the net in that situation, really. Or at least making Pickford work harder than that. But I'm a bit more concerned about the fact that we've been very sloppy in moments just then. Nunes stretching just like boots it back vaguely towards Donnarumma to prevent an Everton player getting on the end of it and getting away, you know, starting bearing down on Ruben Diaz or Nathan Ake. And he does well there, Nunes, to get that back to Donnarumma. But then Donnarumma was like, where are you, mate? He didn't appear on screen for quite some time. That's a great ball. Foden, good ball into Reinders. Oh, Haaland, bring it down. That was good play. Nico Gonzalez is playing really well at the minute. He's doing really, really well. That was great play by Nico G. Good ball that into Foden. He very casually brought that forward there, Gonzalez, and then just like cuts it inside to Foden nicely, and then Foden finds Reinders, and Reinders got it caught under his feet a little bit and couldn't really get a shot away. It nearly ended up at the feet of Haaland in the penalty area, which is a nightmare scenario for Everton. But he couldn't bring it under control either. Oh, Nico. Bloody Nico. Nico. Dewsbury Hall. Edge of the area. Out to him is Nico Gonzalez. The press was really good there. Alcaraz. Jake O'Brien. And Day versus O'Reilly. Doku gets back to slow him down. Does really well. Garner. Michael Keane. Idrissa Gueye. Out to Mikhaelenko. Garner. Switches it back. Out of play. Dog poo. Time for a beer. Cheers, everybody. Have a good Saturday. Hope you're all good. Long throw in. Who took that throw in then? He launched that. Catapult arms. I think it was Nunes. Good throw. Nico Gonzalez thought about the high foot there. The referee is fucking no, bollocks, referee. He's given a high boot for Nico Gonzalez, lifting his studs higher than the blades of grass. Bollocks, referee. But it's a free kick to Everton where they all start walking forward. I thought Pickford was going to be taking this one then. But it looks like Garner's going to be taking it. It's going to be launched. But City have got a high line. Cheers, everybody. Back post is Haaland. Doesn't win the duel, but, you know, puts him off enough. And then that's a great... Is that Nico Gonzalez again? He's doing fantastic so far. He's doing really well. Haaland's hurt Tarkowski as well. I think he's winded. Or is it one in the hip? Haaland doesn't give a shit. He tried to pick him up, but... It looks like another rib injury. They've already had one rib injury, haven't they, Everton? Nico Gonzalez again. Good ball into Haaland, but he's got no one around him. He's on his own, but he goes around Tarkowski. Gives it to Doku. Doku's got to come back because there's no options. Interesting game so far. I've not been annoyed by anything too much. A little concern here and there. Definitely can do better. Put it that way. We can definitely do better. Savinho, here's an opportunity. Gives it away. And there's a foul in there. What's he doing here, this ref? James Garner's gone down. I think Foden's given the foul away, apparently. Yeah, maybe it was. He did stand on him. Big up, Isa, mate. Good to see you. Just got to cut out the mistakes and poor decision-making in front in both goals. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Would you like to see Cherky? Because Cherky started the Brentford game on the bench as well, didn't he? He was actually on the bench in the last game. So I would have liked to have seen him, you know. Obviously, we're not privy to what happens in training, but we're going off very limited time. Or Pep is going off very limited time. You know, because when did they actually get back to training? Was it Thursday? So that's the problem, the second ball on the pitch. That's the problem with international break, isn't it? You know, you get such limited time with the players. And they're all coming back with such differing moods, like depending on how their international team has performed, whether they've got minutes, you know, are they well rested or are they injured, you know, how are they feeling? So it's so difficult to get that win over the line following an international break. That's why this fixture's such a bastard, isn't it? Like, it always is. You want a home fixture, and we've got that. I would argue I'd rather play someone else than Everton, to be honest, because they're just tough. They're not easy to break down. But here we go, an opportunity to do just that. Foden coming forward. It's sloppy again. Heavy touch from Foden, overruns it. Could have found Savinho on the right wing, but tries to go forward with it, overhits it, gives it away. Reinders and Foden trying to link up. Playing a bit of juggling the ball in the air a little bit there, but couldn't bring it under control. Nunes. Corner of the edge of the area, back to Savinho, one-on-one with Mykolenko, little step over, good tackle by Mykolenko, but City win the corner. Come on, City. Got up our game here, man. 23 minutes in, we need a bit more. We need a bit more. I reckon we've got enough here to beat this team. Even as we're playing right now, I think we could still beat them. But we up the level a little bit, and I think we start scoring goals. Corner ball. Haaland off the fucking bar. Fuck's sake. Doku. Referee. No. Mykolenko thought he was getting a foul then, but he's not got it. Doku. Here's Reinders. And there's blocked Haaland. No, Everton are coming away. They're coming away with it. It's him. It's him. It's him. It's him. It's him. Fucking foul him, man. And Day's coming forward. I mean, Savinho's attempt to slow him down there was non-existent. Like, he just ran past him. Like, totally pointless. But still on the halfway line. City have got numbers back. We've slowed them down and they're actually going back now, Everton, thankfully. But Haaland... Corner ball, whipped in. Foden, I think it was, who took the corner. And fucking Haaland hits the bar. Nah. It's off the bar. Fuck the bar. How's he won that there? Nico O'Reilly getting that. Oh, shit, we're in trouble here. We're in trouble here. Alcaraz blocked by Ruben Diaz. Jake O'Brien's touch is poor and it comes off him and goes out for a City throw. Let's have another look at this corner. Because it was Haaland who runs to the near post, just bullies some... Oh no, I think it comes off O'Brien. I think it could have been an Everton own goal. We could have had Electric Steve in the house. Electric Steve might have been turning up. It's such a convoluted way of saying, you know, an own goal now, isn't it? Beto, come on, Donnarumma, he makes it his. He bowls it out to Nunes. Do you reckon, David? At the minute, his career at City's been underwhelming. I must agree with you. But I urge you to go and watch the Girona season, as much of it as you can. To see what he can do, you know, and it's frustrating to know he's not getting anywhere near those levels. Great ball from Nathan Ake into Doku. Tarkowski does really well there, and he's had to give away a corner. Doku does really well because Tarkowski had that sorted. He had Doku. He ended up getting a really good body across him, shoulder across him. Doku'd lost it, but then Doku was like, I can make it mine, and he just forced Tarkowski to take another touch out for a corner. Really good. But yeah, David, I urge you to go and watch the Girona season from Savinho, because I agree with you, mate. He's been nowhere near good enough so far. Nowhere near good enough. But I know what he can do. That's why I'm annoyed, because it's like, where's that guy that was wearing a Girona shirt? He was unbelievable. You know? His stats were like some of the crossing in particular, dribbling, in terms of like beating your player, successful take-ons and crossing percentages were like some of the best in Europe, Savinho. So for him to have dropped so poorly in a City shirt, it's just like, it's annoying, it's frustrating. And I know that's why City refuse to do business with Spurs when they're coming in with £70 million, £75 million offers. I think right now it's like, well, why would you not accept that? But they just see that much potential in him that they then let him go for that sort of money, because he'll be worth double that if he gets back to the Girona season and then improves on that and starts getting. But you're right, I agree. He's nowhere near that at the minute. So he's taken a backward step since that season. Still so young, you know. But yeah, frustrating, isn't it, mate? It's annoying. Also that, yeah, exactly. It's 21. So I want to defend him, but at the same time, a good ball. Good ball. Oh, Haaland tried to do his best to hook it into Reinders there. Reinders is popping up in places. I like where Reinders is popping up. He's not done anything really in terms of damage to Everton, but he keeps popping up in these positions. He's getting really close to Haaland in the box as well. It's just not coming off for him. It's not dropping for Reinders, but I've been impressed by his, you know, his urge to, like, his desire to get forward. And Doku, how he got that cross in then, I have no idea. It looked like he'd lost it again, but somehow he just swung his left boot around Jake O'Brien, and Nico O'Reilly gives it. Oh, well, he wins the tackle, but it goes out for a goal kick. Big up Ghost, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. Savio is like a hibachi chef that only does tricks and never serves you any food. What? So he's like, what? Are those chefs that cook in front of you? The ones that are just like, but Savinho's just like, and then flips up like a bit of egg, and like catches the egg, and then throws it out the fucking window. It's like, oh, did you want the food? Sorry, like out the fucking window. Yeah, one of them. I know what you mean. But they are cool, them. I've seen them. I've never been to one. I think I've had Japanese food like twice in my life. I've never had sushi. It's weird, isn't it? Mrs. loves sushi. But I'm just like, something wrong about sushi. It just seems a bit dodge. Like raw fish. Like wrapped in a leaf. Seems a bit odd. Here's Beto. Diaz blocked it. I thought that was getting a weird deflection then. But Foden on the edge of the area doing really well. Great play by Doku. Wins the free kick. Yes, he does. Thank you very much, referee. But Jesus. Yeah, I'd have a rice one, Church. I'd have a rice one, just like rice. And I've seen it. I don't know why. It's just one of those things that you just sometimes you never get round to it. You know what I mean? I've just never had sushi. Never had it, which is weird. Felipe's not a fan. Shite-she, he calls it. Chill with the spam, mate. Number 10, you want jerky on? That's not spam though, mate. Good ball. Savinho got Reinders again in a good position, but Savinho doesn't give it him. I feel like my ears are burning up. I can feel them going red. Reinders. Doku, who's come over to the right side. He's like, right, Savinho, let me show you how it's done. Here's Doku. Crosses it. Reinders. Oh, and he nearly did. He nearly did. He nearly did. It was actually Savinho who found Doku, in fairness to Savinho. But Doku coming over, making it an extra man. I like it. I like it. We've seen him do that. He did it in the Manchester derby and it resulted in a goal. And it very nearly resulted in a goal again. Getting that ball in, and that Jake O'Brien, who is the Everton right back's like, what do we do here? Do you want me to come over there as well? Probably should, mate. Foden, corner ball. Pickford, up in the air. It's not cleared properly. Someone's gone down. Idrissa Gueye gone down. And referee, free kick. But that was close. That was an opportunity, that. Reinders just couldn't quite connect with the Doku cross. Foden's, for me, our best corner taker. for me. I don't think anyone else takes a corner quite as well as Phil Foden. His deliveries are always whoosh. Who do you reckon would be Arsenal's biggest loss if they lost a player, one of their players? Pick one player from City, Arsenal, and Liverpool that is like, you can't lose them to an injury. Like 3 months. Let's say one player, the worst player to lose for 3 months from Arsenal. Beto, he's offside. He's offside. He's put it wide anyway. What a shit finish. He's got to be burying that, but surely he was offside. See, Arsenal's an interesting one, isn't it? I thought people were going to go Saka. And I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. I think Rice, which is why the thought... he might have been onside there. Fucking hell, Blues. That was onside. He's put it wide. He looked... Because I was thinking Ake and Beto were like that, but Diaz was in line with him. Saka, Haaland. I'm with you with Haaland. I think Haaland for City, yeah. I think he'd be the massive loss. Gabriel's a shout. It's the reason why it came to my head, that question, was because Foden was taking a corner and he's our best corner taker. You think about Arsenal and their corners. You know, how many games have they won? Not goals have they scored. How many games have they won? And you're right by saying Gabriel as well, because he actually scored the winner against Newcastle earlier this season. But the corners, they're always coming from Declan Rice. Like, he's so good at his corner delivery. He's unbelievable. So I think Rice would be the biggest loss. I actually think Gravenberch is a shout. Fan reactions, good to see you, mate. Good to see you. I got your message, by the way, and I'll speak to you after the game about it. But yeah, I think Gravenberch would be a big loss. I'd go, for Liverpool though, I'd probably go Van Dijk for me. Because I think their defence is already so shaky. He makes their defence. Foden with the corner. Pickford, he's not been convincing. Savino does well to keep that ball in play here, but Nunes is on his own here. Man on, who's that? Reinders does well there, does well. The team do well there, done well. Saliba's a shout, yeah. Ball in from Doku, it's cleared by Tarkowski. Possibly. The thing is, like, I think they've got a bigger problem with Ekitike than just, you know, if he goes missing. I think they've got an ego problem with him because of Isak. Because I think Arne Slot's being forced to play Isak because of how much money the club spent on him. When in reality, Ekitike, for me, is more in form. He looks more dangerous. Doku, he's done him to the byline, cuts it back, and it's cleared by Tarkowski again. I mean, Doku's crossing stats are going to be pants in this game, but in reality, he's doing very well to even get the cross in the first place. But it's all left foot crosses, even one from the right foot coming on the other side. He's got about 4 or 5 crosses, and I don't think any of them have actually met. Actually, one did. The right foot one met Reinders, didn't it? I don't know whether they go down as crosses or passes, to be honest, because they're so close. He's getting so close to the inside the penalty area, the Everton penalty area, but that chemistry between Doku and Haaland, it's improved, but this game, we need to see it. It's not quite been there. There's been a couple of nice passes, actually, from Doku into Haaland, but no crosses yet. He's got another opportunity, has Doku. Good ball, and then Nico O'Reilly just couldn't take it with him, but Doku's speed... Again, and vision does well. Cuts it in between O'Brien and Dave. Like, finds Nico O'Reilly, but Nico O'Reilly just couldn't take it with him there. But Doku is looking like the main threat so far for Manchester City, as he has done in almost every game this season for me. I think he's having a great season. Need to keep him fit, keep him playing. Have you ever watched Doku dribble in slow motion? It's maddening. Honestly, it's like crazy watching it in slow motion, because it's like every move is like when he feints to the left and then he feints to the right. But by the time he's feinting to the right, the defender has just joined him in the previous move. He's just started to move that way, and Doku's already going that way. It's like impossible. You can't defend it. It's not possible. I've never seen a human move in such quick, sharp, diagonal directions as Jeremy Doku. It's scary, like how a human, like it's inhumane to do that. That's not the right word. That's not the right word. That sounds a bit harsh. It's the you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. He's a freak of a dribbler. He really is. But I think he's been the main threat in this game for me so far. I think Haaland would love to get on the end of some of these crosses. No luck so far. Doing all right. It was a sloppy first 10 minutes. And I'm still worried there might be a mistake in our game. We're actually playing around with it at the back for the first time in the whole game, actually. And we've nearly given it away, and we got away with it. We got away with it. Foden's been fouled, though, and we're away. Counter-attack. Without Phil Foden, though, who's now rolling around at the other end of the pitch. But here's Doku. Go on. Man on. Man on. Oh, he's got a layout off there, Doku. He should have passed that much earlier. Reinders is fuming. Foden's still rolling around on the ground. Is he? No, he's not. He's up on his feet. Because if he was, he'd be playing everyone onside. But yeah, I think we've taken control of the game. You know, I think we've taken control of the game so far. The last 15, 20 minutes or so has been mostly City in terms of possession. Limited in chance creation, clear-cut chances. They're few and far between. Everton are limiting us to corners and crosses. We've had Haaland hit the bar. Savinho should be doing better with his opportunity where it was dinked over the top and he came through at a tight, not that tight an angle. He was just coming at a 45-degree angle, attacking Pickford's goal. And he's just whiffed it, mate. He's just completely like mishit it. Gets no power on the shot whatsoever. Everton have had chances of their own. Beto was very unlucky to not get on the end of a cross. I think it was Ndai with a side, well, it would have been a tap-in if he'd got anything stronger on it. And then Beto also put one wide, which looked like he was miles offside. He looked like he was definitely offside. But he wasn't, by the looks of it. He might have been off by a whisker, but no VAR was called into action because it didn't put it in the back of the net. But it looked close. It looked close. So I'd argue Everton have had the better chances, but City have had the better overall control of the game. But still, we've had chances of our own. We just need to make it a little bit more clear-cut, eradicate the mistakes, get to half-time at 0-0, let Pep have a word, because I think I think there needs to be a little bit more intensity from some City players out there. I think Foden needs to up his game, actually. I think Foden's involvement has been a bit quiet from what we usually expect from Phil Foden. We need a bit more from him, hoping he can explode into action in the second half. Reinders has been quiet, but positionally... In fact, I like Foden's positions as well. They've both been picking up really good positions, like almost like two number 10s, but they're not doing damage to Everton. And Day's just done him there. He's taken Doku and he's coming away with it. 40th minute, Everton coming forward, and Nico Gonzalez has slept. He's gone to sleep. Adressagay, who's that? Is that Mateo? Is that Reinders? Brilliant defending from Jonny Reinders, but we're still not done here. And they skip past him, and Donnarumma, as he saved it. He has saved it. He's saved it over the bar, but from the fingertips of Donnarumma. But we are living a bit dangerously here, Donnarumma with another important save here. One right at him, to be honest, but tips it over the bar. And it was going in as well. It was going in. But there's definite... We need to improve here because it's the silly mistakes there. And it all came from Doku, and it was how easy. It's not really Doku's... I mean, Doku's trying to beat Ndai, and it was a good tackle. But Nico Gonzalez, who was having a great game, fell asleep there. because Idrissa Gueye is the one who ghosted into the penalty area on the inside right channel, and Day finds him, and that's what causes the problem. Donnarumma is using Doku as a shield against O'Brien, and Everton seem to have a plan to annoy Donnarumma. Ball in, corner ball, and he's punched it. He's punched it clear because Donnarumma's a fucking beast. Keep going, mate. Ball switched here to Ndeye, now on the left side for Everton. But yeah, we're living a bit dangerously, man. Garner. I'd take 0-0 at half-time at this point because I think we need to have a little word with Pep. I think we need to change a few things. I think it's just intensity, it's quality. Given away, though. Haaland's intercepted. He's got it here. Haaland's away. He's got to give it. Pass the ball. He does. He does. Give it to Doku. And Doku! Oh, and it's saved by Pickford. Fuck! Fuck! That was the one, man. That was the clearest opportunity of the game right there. Oh, I think it was James Garner who gives it away. Haaland starts bearing down on goal. Has Reinders to the left. Doku even further out left. Gives it to Reinders. Reinders with a little 4 or 5 yard pass to Doku. And Doku, I mean, if I'm going to criticise Savinho for not connecting with the ball properly, Doku's done exactly the same. He's done exactly the same. Scuffs it with his heel. Instep, trying to look for that side foot effort. Ball in. Cleared by Michael Keane at the back post. Reinders heads it back in. And Dewsbury Hall is fouled as Doku jumps on his back. But free kick to Everton on the edge of their area. But come on, man. I don't imagine trying to pick your nose with goalkeeping gloves on. It's like Nico O'Reilly. It's a foul, referee. He's giving it. It's been a frustrating game so far. This first half has been... It's a tough one to call because I think Everton could come away from this first half saying like, oh, we should be 1-0 up here. And we could be saying exactly the same. You know, we should have scored, they should have scored. I'd say 1-1 would be a fair result, really. You know, I think we've controlled possession, but actually chance for chance, I think it's been 50-50. Nunes. Reinders. And Everton have set up really well here. You know, it's quite difficult for City to actually get past it once we slow them down. You know, I think they've caused a lot of their own problems at times as well, you know. Everton, you know. Doku, one-on-one with Ndeye. His cross left foot again is blocked by Ndeye. Ndeye is coming back and doing a great job. I mean, Doku's actually still getting a bit of success. He's still doing well. But Jake O'Brien, the right back for Everton, he's got to buy Ndeye a pint after this game. Because he's coming back and helping him out so much. Ball in from Foden. Oh, no. He's put it wide. Who was that? Was it right? Oh, it was Ruben Diaz. Great ball again from Foden. Corner ball, brilliant. I think it's Nathan Ake. At the back, well, near the back post. And he gets it wrong. His header just goes wide. Not just wide, a good 4 or 5 yards wide. But another corner ball, brilliant ball in from Foden. That's probably the best thing Foden's done all game, is his corners. I want him improved in open play. I want to see Foden improve in open play. It's great to see his ball delivery. Hang on a minute. Beto, Ruben Diaz has got his work cut out for him. Nathan Ake getting back, helping out. And Nico Gonzalez finishes off. It took 3 of them, really, to stop Beto there. But they're not done here. Everton, 2 minutes of injury time. Oh, heavy touch. Nico Gonzalez eventually clears it. Haaland gets back to try and control it. And chests it towards Doku. Does that. Nico O'Reilly nearly gives it away. Ndeye, man, he's causing major problems here, man. He's causing big problems for this City side. We knew he was the danger man, but he has been a fucking thorn in our side throughout this game. Defensively and offensively. And Doku now gives it away. This is getting frustrating, man. It's Bitty. It's become bitty. We had control for the last 15 minutes. In the last 5 minutes or so, we've been a bit sloppy. Oh, is that half time? Can't be half time. There's still 1 minute to go. Someone gave it away. I think it was Nico Gonzalez. We need to up it. We need to up the quality big time. Guys, make sure you're hitting that like button. Smash the likes on the video. We've got 1.4 of you watching. Big up to all of you. Massively appreciate you. But come on, let's smack that like button. Smack it up. Smack it up. Diaz. 20 seconds. Well, what is it? Yeah, 20 seconds to go. Can we nick something before half time? Okay. It's going to be half time. We're not doing anything. We're passing it. Oh, Reinders goes long. If Savinho can get on the end of this, you never know. He does. He does. It's Savinho into the penalty area. Shot. Saved by Pickford. Corner ball. Referee, let us take it, you twat. It is half time, but we've got a corner ball right on half time. Great touch from Savinho, by the way. The touch was brilliant. Outside of the left boot, purposefully goes on the inside of Mykolenko into the penalty area. Really, really good touch from Savinho. Shot was better, forces a save. Ball in near post. Oh no. And it's going to be cleared, and that's going to be half time. Bollocks. Bollocks. Yeah, not a great first half, to be honest. Not a great first half. It was moments of, yeah, we could have scored. And I think on another day, you know, we could be looking at 2-0 City. But just as justifiably, that's a weird one, that, isn't it? Just as justifiably. Equally, we could be saying Everton 2, City 0. We really could. We really could. Because they've had some chances as well. Beto has had 2 big opportunities in this first half. City, I mean, we've had the Haaland off the bar. Ake's header just then. Should have done better with that. Savinho's shot then was, I'd call that a chance. Close to half chance, but still a decent chance. The Savinho effort about 20 minutes into the game or so, that was a proper chance. Through on goal. Doku, you know, similar sort of situation really. A side foot effort that was a tame finish that he just doesn't connect with it properly. 5 real opportunities for City. I'd say the Haaland one was just a good effort off the bar. Ake kind of the same. Like, not guaranteed to be a chance. And, you know, I'm sure there's been others as well. Doku cutting it back to Reinders. So I'd say we've probably edged it, actually, thinking about it in terms of chances, number of opportunities to score. But I think Everton would be like thinking we could have scored 1 or 2 ourselves. We should be saying the same. But we're both coming away with 0s to our name at half-time. We've controlled the game better than they have. There is still a level of susceptibility to this City side that when we lose the ball in, not even in precarious situations like Doku before, like we were in the attacking third, and all it took was Doku to just try and go past Ndeye, and Ndeye just like steps in aggressively, who's having a great game, by the way. Ndeye is like their main concern. If we can just kill him off, like not literally like kill the guy, that's a bit harsh, it's a bit excessive, you know what I mean? Don't do that. Just, you know, stop him from playing football. I think he's the main threat, you know? I think if we can kill off the threat that is Ndeye, then Everton will present very little threat. And we've got threats both sides of the pitch, coming through the middle. Set pieces are still proving to be quite difficult for Everton to deal with. I think we're getting on the end of a reasonable... It wasn't actually Haaland's header, was it? It was actually Jake O'Brien's header. But there has been opportunities for both sides, I must admit. So, a tight game. I think 0-0 is probably fair. I'd say a draw is fair. Whether it be 1-1, 0-0, 2-2, I'd say a draw is fair. But yeah, time. That's it, mate. Sorry, Niall. Big up, Niall. Sort that out. One of these days, I'll do it myself without you guys having to remind me. We might even get more professional. Let's get more professional, shall we? There we go. Half time. But I'm going to go for a pee. And have a think. Let me know in the chat what you would do to change things for the second half. Because I think Savinho, it would be... I know a lot of people are like, get Savinho off. I can guarantee that's what most people are going to do. But actually, I think, I don't know. It's frustrating. I don't know. I'm quite frustrated in Foden because the expectations of Foden are higher than anyone else on that pitch other than Haaland. Because I think Foden should be playing better. I do. I really believe that. And maybe on the hour mark, I would be thinking about Cherky. Michael Bees, I agree with you. Bit of Cherky. Bit of Cherky. But make sure you're hitting that like button. Smash the likes, people. I'm going for a pee and I'll be back in un momento. Caused a load of shit in my house. It's caused my little girl to scream because I went to the cupboard and grabbed a little mini Mars bar, the mini Mars bars that I was talking about earlier, and I grabbed another one, and I just grabbed it, completely forgetting that there's a 2-year-old watching me. And I was like, no, no, I've shown the Mars bar, which is going to result in a massive argument about her she must have that Mars bar now. And I went, no, and she went, So I had to tear a little bit of Mars bar off. Otherwise, I'm leaving the missus with a proper shitstorm of a argument. So I had to sort that out. Anyway, we got some work to do here, Blues. We've got a lot of work to do. That's it, mate. Kid tax. I know, man. If they see you with sweets or chocolate, man, it's just like, huh? They hear like rustling of papers. They're like, they come running. Hello, man. I wish I could fob them off onto you, Isa. Chat's not a daycare. You're whining for attention and nobody's interested. That's funny. No, you're right, to be fair. Why am I watching a load of fucking classic Paul Scholes goals? What a load of shit. Do you remember that picture of Paul Scholes' knob? How funny was that? Do you know what I mean? Like, right down the barrel as well. Just type it in Google if you're interested. I mean, why do you want to do it, to be fair? But type in Paul Scholes' Willie. Type that in Google. And that was fucking hilarious, man. Just like, he's just like in the most aggressive tackle ever. And his shorts have just done him dirty. They've just popped open and it's just like right there, like right down the barrel. And it's like, it's cold, put it that way. It's cold. Yeah, it was funny, man. It's funny. I think Peter Beardsley as well. It's mad. There aren't that many. I think Peter Beardsley's his knob popped out once. I think that's funny. And Paul Scholes. What should we do? Should we go on a Google search for how many football players' genitalia have been exposed during live football matches? Paul Scholes and Peter Beardsley. The two. I can't think of many worse knobs than those two, to be honest. Oh, that's funny. Right, are we getting back to the football or what? Stop being rude, chat. It's you. It's not me. But there's a lot of fucking rag shit on the TV. Can we turn this off? Like, absolutely loving Paul Scholes and United back in the day, weren't they good? Oh, yeah, they were. The shit now. What were we doing? Fucking Paul Scholes, mate. Devastating. Where is it? Like, right on the tip? That's what she said. Walnut whip. Well, yeah, I think you're talking about the same thing. Or did my mind just go there, Douglas? It often does. Rest in peace, Ryan. They're not terrible. I think we should be doing better than we are against this Everton side, I must admit. I would love to see a bit of Cherky, though. I mean, where would you play Marmoush, though? If you're bringing on Cherky, you probably can't bring on Marmoush. For me. I don't think you can. I think you have to be mindful of the fact that I think Doku is not... I think he could have done much better in that first half, but he was still the main threat. All the danger really came from Doku. You know, it never really manifested into anything that was, you know, obviously no goal from the game. But I still think Doku is the main outlet for City, and I wouldn't take Doku off. So if you're bringing on Cherky and Marmoush at some point, it's not going to happen at half time, I can almost guarantee that. I'll be surprised if any changes are made at half time. I would expect on the hour mark at the earliest. I think Pep would probably make a change. He might do. He might make a change at half time, but I'll be surprised. But I would like to see Cherky and probably Savinho off for Cherky, but I think it would be harsh to bring Savinho off at half time, but give him another 10 minutes in the second half, see how he does, and then boom, Cherky time. Cherky time. Jonny, people are saying Savinho is the worst City player ever. Do you remember Joe? We signed in 2008. Of course I remember Joe. But I think Mangala is the worst. Who is the worst City signing? Bonnie? A lot of those are 2000... They're in the noughties, what you're talking about. You want to talk about bad signings, mate? We've had some bad ones. Lee Bradbury. There's some older City fans that some of you won't know. Some of you are too young to remember. Lee Bradbury was literally known as Lee Badby. He wasn't great. Barry Conlon. Who remembers Barry Conlon? I was at Main Road. He had the greatest song ever. The most mundane individual you've ever seen in your life. Barry Conlon. I think he played like 6 times for us, maybe a bit more than that, 10 times. And his song was brilliant. It was brilliant. It was so well thought out. So Barry Conlon's song was Barry, 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 Barry. That was it. Genuinely, the whole of Main Road sung Barry, Barry. And I loved it, man. But yeah, worst signing ever. George Weah was a bit shit. Ballon d'Or winning George Weah. He was shit. He was poo for us. He was really bad. He did nothing for us. He lasted about 10 minutes. He was crap. So I'm going old school, mate. I'm going old school. Calvin Phillips is up there. I just saw Calvin Phillips. Yeah, recently Calvin Phillips has got to be, because I mean Mangala got minutes. Joe got minutes. Who was the other one you suggested? Bonnie. He got minutes and scored goals. He actually scored a few, but I agree, not great. But yeah, I think Calvin Phillips, in terms of like, he's done absolutely nothing at the club. Yet we spent like 45 million on him. You know, I think Mangala was like 30 million. Bonnie, I think he was like 35. Joe, I think he cost 14 million, if memory serves me. So you've also got to factor in how much did we spend on these players. And 45 million for Calvin Phillips, considering what he's done, has been a monumental waste of money. A massive, massive waste of money. So I think he probably is Calvin Phillips. Yeah, Jamie Pollock, scorer of the greatest own goal ever. Google that, by the way. It was like the polar opposite to Gascoigne. You know Gascoigne's goal, Gazza's goal against Scotland, where he skips it past, but without it ending in a volley, it ended up in a header rather than a volley. He like dinks it over a player's head, follows underneath it, and then Gazza like volleys it in bottom corner. Instead, Jamie Pollock does exactly the same thing, but going the wrong direction. I need to sort this shit out first of all. Half time, where are you? Get rid of that. Put the clock back on, and we're going to kick off in a minute, by the way. But Jamie Pollock does exactly the same thing, but headers it over Nicky Weaver. Fucking fabulous own goal. Superb. Game underway. I love how he went like that. Jamie Pollock just goes, oh shit. Yes, oh shit. Putting your hands on your head. What the fuck, mate? That was fucking awful. But Jamie Pollock got minutes as well. Eric Garcia, he's a bit more of a promoted player, wasn't he? No subs, you're right, that's it, chat. Letting you know now, no subs have been made by either side, so I'm not really surprised in that. Now, Macken. I like John Macken. I thought he was a good signing. He scored in Manchester derbies. He scored like a very famous Manchester City goal. We're in trouble. Excuse me. We're done. We're all right. Ake wins the foul there, but long ball over the top. We've got another one coming here. That one sort of fell out. You know what I mean? I didn't mean that burp to come out. Some of them just fall out, don't they? You don't want them there, but they just pop out. If I can control it, I'll do my best to be polite. Doku. But now Macken, the fourth goal away at Spurs in the 4-3. He also scored in Manchester derbies, and I met him at Crewe train station. So I like John Macken. He was frustrating though, I must admit. He wasn't the greatest player, but he scored a few important goals for us. Have you just seen it? It's fucking terrible, isn't it? I urge everyone to go and watch Jamie Pollock's own goal. It's the worst. No, the best. I think it's the greatest own goal ever scored. Maybe Vincent Kompany's at Fulham, because he scored an absolute blinder. He smashed it top corner, didn't he? I think pocketed is a bit harsh, but he is actually. I know what you've said that because you must be ahead of me at SRP, because Ndeye has just done it again to him. He's not having great joy. The thing is, ball over the top. Ake's got to win this. He does. Back to Donnarumma. Press is high, intense. Jesus Christ! I don't have that composure that I have with Ederson. As much as I love Donnarumma, when he starts playing the ball at his feet, I'm a bit like. Oh. But yeah, Kompany's own goal away at Fulham. I remember that. I was just like mad how like that was the stupidest own goal, I think, where he just completely swings and misses at it and ends up like looping over Joe Hart's head right into the top corner. Nico O'Reilly coming forward with space, and Day is nowhere to be seen. So give it to Doku, because he'll be one-on-one with Jake O'Brien. He doesn't. He keeps going. There he is. He's giving it him. Doku. Idrissa Gueye comes out into Nico O'Reilly. Cuts it back. Reinders. Oh, we're fucking no shot. How did we not get a shot away? We're on the edge of their 6-yard box. And still, no shot. He's done well there, Ruben Diaz. He's done really well. He was a bit crap, wasn't he? He was giving that away. Every time I look away, we're giving it away, man. This is a shit start to the first half. Second half, rather. Garner. Into Alcaraz. Isn't there a prison called Alcaraz? Sure, there's like a famous prison. On an island. That you can't get away from. Michael Keane coming forward. Alcatraz, that's it. Not Alcaraz. Alcatraz. Yeah. Alcaraz. Yeah, I knew this. It sounded similar. In my head, I was like, there's something there. Dweeb. That's a good word. Great word, Gary. Great word. Dweeb. Ball back to Donnarumma. Diaz bringing it forward. Who gave it away for that attack then for the Everton? I missed it. I just quickly glanced that way and completely missed it. Fucking hell. And Day is intercepted again. Sloppy from Ruben Diaz. Pickford. Going long. Diaz controls it. Need to up it, man. Doku. He's got O'Brien to beat first. It's like the gauntlet, isn't it? It's like the gauntlet of gladiators. Do you reckon you could do that on gladiators? You know, when you've got like all of those 4 gladiators in front of you and you've got like that half tube to beat them all, and they have like the long tube and the pads, and like that's like Doku. Like that's what he's got to beat. Every time he gets the ball now, there's just like a gauntlet of Everton players to get past. And I swear Nday's got some pads as well, because he's doing really well against him. Here he is again. Doku versus Nday. He goes past him this time, but now it's Jake O'Brien's turn to stop him. And he slows him down, but Nday gets back. Now it's 2-on-1. It's tough. But the fact that there is 2 players over there, you know, he's having a great game. He's having a great game, man. He's pissing me right off. He really is. Nico O'Reilly. It's annoying, man. Good ball into Foden, takes it on the half turn, touches paw. And you know, you saw what he was trying to do there, but Nico O'Reilly goes in hard on Ndai. That's the problem with Everton's plan at the minute. That right there is the problem. It makes it easier for Ruben Diaz and Nathan Ake because Ndai is doing so well defensively and getting back. When they win the ball back, they launch it into a channel where Nico O'Reilly and is obviously further up the pitch. But Nday's not there because he's so far, he's so deep. And Beto is just bullying Nico O'Reilly there, man. That's strength right there, doing really well. Oh, no. And Nico O'Reilly's giving away a foul there. What are you saying, Trey? I'm not okay playing for a draw at all. And I don't think the team is dead, but I don't know what the stadium's saying. Is it quiet? I said at the very first 5 minutes, I asked the chat at the beginning of this watch-along, I said, what do you reckon, chat? Tell me what the stadium's like. I have a feeling it'll be quite quiet today. Obviously, a former season ticket holder, I'm well aware of what the Etihad can be like in terms of atmosphere. But before we get into that, we've got a free kick to defend. And Donnarumma, fucking love you, mate. He's just like, I'll take that. That spherical object is mine. I love it. He's just so commanding, isn't he? And Núñez coming forward with purpose. And he nearly gives it away. Great feet from Foden. Terrible ball to him, though. It lands at the feet of Foden, so it ends up going down as a successful pass. But he put it behind him, man. He made him work for it. But yeah, it's still... If anything, Everton look better than they did in the first half. I think that they've realised... I think David Moyes has genuinely injected some belief into this Everton side, because I think this looks worse than the first half in the first, 8 minutes of the game so far. You know, there's nothing going forward in the second half at the minute, and Everton actually look better. They're controlling the game a little bit as well, which is something they weren't really doing any of in the first half. They've got it again, and deflected pass ends up at the feet of piss off, referee, man. James Garner's on a yellow, by the way. Let's remember that, because I think they've been going in quite hard onto some tackles here, and I reckon we could get him sent off. Oh, I think it was a free kick to Everton. As soon as the replay finished, City are on the attack, which is great. I love that. Don't you love that when that happens and you're watching on TV? You just like a replay later and all of a sudden you've got the ball back. I love it. It's just so horrible when it happens the other way, though. And you're like, we've got a free kick. Brilliant. Brilliant. Then they show the replay of how they got the free kick, and then the replay finishes and it's like, Everton are on the fucking attack. And they are on the fucking attack now as well. For fuck's sake, Mykolenko coming forward. He's found Beto. Beto slows it down, lays it back to Idrissa Gueye. Nico Gonzalez gets out to him but can't stop him, but they're going back to goal. Well done. Oh, come on, fuck off, referee, that's bollocks. I've been a bit, calling it bollocks in the past in the game so far, saying a few decisions have been bollocks, but that was shoulder to shoulder. Proper shoulder to shoulder that was. Doku was just stronger than Dewsbury Hall then. No fucking way. Free kick to Everton. In that crap position where, what do you do with it? You know when you're like 50 yards out from goal and it's right in the middle? You can't shoot from here. And crossing is a pain in the arse. So yeah, you've got to go wide, haven't you? And try and create an angle to cross it. And they've done exactly that. Nico O'Reilly's bobbling around. He doesn't know where it is. And Foden gets back and clears it. Yeah, I must admit, he is a bit late for me. I do agree with you on that. He's often late with his substitutions, and I think he needs to be quite aggressive in this game, because it needs to be Cherky. I think it needs to be Cherky, in answer to your question, Trey. Kovacic might be coming on. Is that for some level of control? He is warming up. Cameras zoomed in on him as well as he's running up and down that touchline. Pep said in the pre-match press conference that he's so happy, it's so important that Kovacic is back. And I think he might provide a certain level of control. We haven't got control in this second half. I thought we had enough of it in the first half to be confident that we'll create chances from the control. But right now, this second half, what are we, 11 minutes in? And we don't look like we have this game under wraps at all. Could do with an Everton mistake. That's what we could do with. Something stupid where we get a goal and then we can chill a little bit and, get a bit of confidence. But opportunity to go top, by the way. What is the scores in the other games, by the way? I'd like to know what Spurs and... So Bournemouth are beating Palace away. So I don't think we're going top today. Yeah, we're not going top. Can't see that happening, to be honest. But we do need something special now. Something... Good ball, there you go. Nico O'Reilly. Cross it, mate. Haaland's waiting. Bags of space here. Haaland. Yes! It's Big Man! Erling Haaland! Everton! Bit of a fucking uncle at your wedding dance there, but Erling Haaland. Fucking what's that now? 10 goals in 8 games. The third time in Premier League history a player has scored 10 goals in 8 games. The first player to do it was Erling Haaland. The second player to do it was Erling Haaland. The third player, this man right now who's just scored his 10th goal in 8 games. Erling Haaland does it again. Phenom of a player. Yes. He's up. He's fucking Nico O'Reilly with the assist. Fucking yes, man. I was really thinking this game's going to be shit and we're going to fucking drop points here. Trying not to let it show, but that's why I started looking at the table like, what's happening? Looking at Bournemouth results. Like, what are Bournemouth doing? What are Bournemouth doing? Fuck off, Bournemouth. And Bobberino's on. Oscar Bob. And Doku off. Reinder's off. So, early with the substitutions here, Pep. Reinder's off. Bernardo Silva on. Yeah, who was that? Who was that? Do you know what I was doing, by the way, the other day? I was watching compilations of David Silva. And if you ever want to talk about the term pre-assist, the assist for the assist, do you know what I mean? That is David Silva. Just the amount of goals that we have scored from unbelievable passes that will never have a statistical association with David Silva, but he was the pass before the assist. David Silva, mate, was the best at that. It was the pass that just broke the defence, and then whoever it was getting the assist just could lay it on a plate for someone else. You know, so good. So good. So many. Like, Balotelli's first goal in the 6-1. Referee! Dewsbury Hall coming forward. Don't do this to me. Beto's been forced wide there. But how many fucking... This game, the ref's been really, like, on it with little fouls. He's been quite aggressive with blowing his whistle. What are we doing? Jesus Christ. Nearly 1-1. Nearly 1-1, but there was a foul in there, man. How many times have we seen the referee blow for like a little coming together and then all the City players are surrounding the referee here as well? Bollocks. And I'm baffled by that one, I must admit. Oh, they're saying it's going to be a handball and Bernardo Silva's hand is like that, but he's sliding down. Don't give me this shit. Don't give me this shit. This might be a penalty, this. He's sliding, though. It's like, what are we doing here? Don't. I don't want any shite like this today. Nah, mate. Don't give me this shit. Don't give me this shit. Is it carry on? I want them to take this corner, as long as they don't score from this corner. I think he said, it's play on, corner ball. Defend it now. Defend it. Donnarumma, near post. Nico O'Reilly clears it. We've got to get a second, man. We need a second here. Yeah, that's it. It's like, it is the fact that he was falling, isn't it? You know, it's when you stood up and you do that, I think that's like, yeah, that's a handball. But when you're falling and you're like, your instinct is to put your arm down there to like take your weight as you're landing. You can't give it for that. So I'm glad they've seen sense. Oh, fuck me. Tell you what though, man. That's a proper warning though, that, wasn't it? Proper warning. It makes you think we need a second big time to be a bit safer. But Savinho, who's now playing left wing into the penalty area, Haaland. Yeah, it's gone in! Haaland's done it again! Let's be fucking having you! 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 Oh, buzzing! Absolutely buzzing! Erling Haaland makes it 2! Fucking love it, mate! I took a little deflection. Pickford didn't know much about it. I was just saying, I need it. I fucking rip my arm things off. We needed that second big time, and it's a Savinho assist. Savinho gets himself an assist. Love it, man. Oh, Jesus. Did that take a deflection? It did. A very small one. A very small one goes through the legs of, I think it might have been Ghana, but it is 2-0. Don't shit this now. Don't piss this up the wall. That was massive. That was so important, that was, man. But we've got to go and get this. Hattie. Let's get him a hat-trick. Who was it who called it a Hattie at the start? Someone said Haaland Hattie. Still feel like Everton have got a goal in them. You know, I think they'll be hard. If we get a clean sheet from this game, buzzing. Go on, Haaland's away. Inside to Oscar Bob. He just gets it wrong, Oscar Bob. If he just puts a bit more, less fizz on that pass, Haaland was away. 1-on-1 for the hat-trick. Oh, but Savinho going over to the left side, gets himself an assist. Infinity Man has forgiven him. It'll do him some good, that. It was sort of a simple assist. I think the Nico O'Reilly assist that's a proper, like, it's all about the cross. The header was brilliant, by the way, for the first goal. But the Savinho assist was like, it's an assist, great, buzzing. Savinho gets another boink in his numbers, good to see. But it was a very simple pass, like 5 yards, Haaland in acres of space on the edge of the area. I don't know where Everton were, to be honest. Was that Ghana? They were all over the place. But they've got to come forward now. Savinho, here you go. Oh, he's done well there. Who is that? Have they made any subs, Everton? Ball down the line from Nico O'Reilly was brilliant, but Savinho causing problems. Buzzing. Buzzing. 2-0. 2-0. Smash those likes up, people. Let's get some likes on the stream for Big Earl. This is lovely. 2-0 though. Let's not get carried away. Let's not get carried away. We've a long way to go. 25 minutes. And Dave. That's a dirty bastard foul, that referee. Oh, he's fucking smashed him as well. And he's on a yellow as well. That's Garner. Get him fucking off. He smashed him then. That was like a proper hip one. That's like a dead leg. Foden's like been smashed to bits then. Hip to hip. He's all right though. He's back on his feet. Curtis wants to stick Isaac up your arse. I bet that'd be a tight squeeze, that, wouldn't it? That'd be a difficult fit, that. Hope you're feeling better now. That's a foul, referee! It's just... Savinho, in fairness, trying to referee the game for him. You know, he was grabbed. But yeah, man. It was just all shirt. Like, he just held his shirt. Did anyone watch this Forest-Chelsea game, by the way? I can't remember which Forest player it was, but, like, pulled his shirt back in the first 5 minutes. I can't remember which player it was. But it was like, that was a stonewall yellow card. But because it's 5 minutes into the game, nah, let it go. It's bollocks, innit, man? Refereeing is such a shit art in football. Like, there's so much, like, subjectivity associated with refereeing now. It's too open-ended, too many grey areas. It's bollocks, isn't it? You want consistency, man. You just want to know, like, you did that, that's a yellow. You did that, that's a red. You did that, that's just a foul. That's all I want. That's all fans want. We don't want the inconsistency. And it doesn't matter whether it's the first second or the last second. Just stick to the fucking rules, man. They all have random fucking ideas of what the rules are. You speak to one referee, he'll talk completely differently compared to another referee. Madness. Business schemes. Big up to you, sir. Thank you for the super chat, mate. Really appreciate that. Hey, Johnny, I was riding my bike of a mountain with my friends during the first half, and as soon as I tune in, Haaland scores. Well, you better stick around then, mate, because Haaland's about to get a hat-trick. As long as you stick around. Nico O'Reilly, Haaland's in the back post. I thought it was going to be business schemes. I thought it was going to be. Not to be this time, mate. My lad started riding his bike. You were in a mountain. You were riding a mountain bike, or you were on a mountain? Which mountain were you on? Presumably not Kilimanjaro or Mount Everest. After that, I've run out of mountains to give you. Knowledge is limited when it comes to mountains. My son could name quite a few for you. Here you go. Foden gets a bit of lucky. Foden! Over the bar. Over the bar from Felipe Fodene. Should have hit the target, really. Over the bar. Is he being subbed? No, I thought he had that substitution run then, but he's just getting back in position. There is that run you have when you're being substituted, isn't there? And you look down like that. You look at the grass like... That's the substitution run. I'm being subbed. Like, and he looked like that, but he's just getting back in position, so I completely misread it. William, big up to you, mate. Thank you very much. Let her get a Roy Keane impression for Big Erling. It's like a League Two player. That's all I can do. That's all I can do, really. My Irish accent's not very good. My little girl says potatoes in an Irish accent, even though she's not Irish. But she says potatoes. She's like perfectly normal, like Manc accent, as in Manc accent's the only normal accent. It is when you're from Manchester, I'd suppose. But yeah, she is from Manchester, but she's like, "Hi, can I have some potatoes?" So I don't know what that is, but I do enjoy it. Mohammed, mate, thank you very much for tuning in and becoming a member. A Typical City legendary member as well, sir. So I appreciate you, Mohammed. Thank you very much for your support. Massively appreciated. Big up to you, sir. I'm feeling so much better now it's 2-0. Are you? I'm feeling great. The beer's also helping, but the 2-0 is helping more. That's more of an intoxication than the beer, I must admit. But do we need a third? Oh, it's a good question. I thought he found a good ball that to Haaland. Just opportunity. That's a good question. I don't know, you know. Nathan Ake with some defending to do. Does that. Knees it clear. Nunes gets under the... Oh, I love it. Nunes, go on, mate. Ah, Mateus. Mateus puts it through someone's legs and away he goes. Look at him. He's on a mission and then plays it safe. Gets us forward and then does really well. Slows the game down. We're 2-0 up. Let's chill. Well done, Mateus Nunes. Love that. Voltemada, he's a throwback of a player, isn't he, man? I really enjoy him, man. He looks like he doesn't know what he's doing, but he's incredibly capable, isn't he? Like, he's so slow and, like, strong, and his feet are so good. Like, for such a big guy, like, just the little touches between his feet, man. He's so delicate for such a big guy, isn't he? Yeah, I can see why you like him. Oscar Bob chops it in. Oscar Bob. Corner ball. Was it blocked by a hand? I don't think it was. No City players are claiming, but good play from Oscar Bob. I don't know who my favourite... I don't know, man. I really need to think about that one. Who is my favourite City, not non-City player playing in the Premier League? I don't know. Jack Grealish? No, it's not Jack Grealish. But ball in from Foden. Edge of the area. Referee, get out the pissing way! You bellend. Savinio's about to smash it with his right foot, and referee's like, not today, Savinio, not today. Get out of the way, you twat. Have they really? Are we going top? No way. I went on the Premier League app and it's not a live table, is it? It's like, fucking hell, man. You'd think the official... Oh, shit, we're top! We're top of the league right now. We are top of the league. Say we are top of the league. We are top of the league. Say we are top of the league. No way are we top of the league. Buzzing. Buzzing. That's amazing, man. I actually thought it was no way is that going to happen today because there's too many factors need to go our way. I knew it was a possibility, but no way have Palace equalised. Yeah, Church adding a dose of... well, right now I was right. There was nothing incorrect about what I said, but you're right, Church. You're absolutely right. Arthanley, thank you very much for your super chat, mate. I really appreciate the donation. Very, very kind. If there's something you wanted to say and you accidentally sent that without putting some text in there, then feel free to let me know in the chat. I'll keep an eye out for your name, but I appreciate the super chat, mate. Thank you very much. Top man. William as well, thank you very much. It feels like we are beginning to see old City. Yeah, I think you're right, William. I think you're correct. Just, you know, one of those days where it was like there was signs of quality, still little things to work on. It's not like, you know, and I do think sometimes I'm coming away from games and it's like, you know, the Brentford game, 1-0. And, you know, there was concern. The second half was nowhere near good enough. But we won. And I do think there's an element that City fans are expecting us to blow every team away. Like, it's got to be 3-0. 4-0 every game, or there's loads to criticise. And I think it's a bit harsh, to be honest. But that's not the case this season. I do think there's genuinely things, because we're not talking about moments. We're talking about a whole half of football against Brentford, where we created nothing. We did nothing in that second half against Brentford, and we come away with a 1-0 win. You know, and we've seen unusual sides to City. So while you're saying, I agree with you, there's signs of old City, there's also signs of a new City. And I love the fact that both of them are on display. You know, when the display against Arsenal, man, we should have won that game. So annoying that we come away with a point, but it was the most anti-Pep-like performance I've ever seen, really. Total defensive solidity was the what ended up becoming. I don't think it was the intention at the start of the game, but it ended up becoming that against Arsenal. And it's a totally different way that we've played. We've never played like that. But it's good to know that we can when it comes down. And they... side netting. Fuck me. Ruben Diaz and Donnarumma. I love their relationship, by the way. They're proper, like, old school, aren't they, man? Like, defending is, like, number one priority. Like, as soon as it's... like, if it doesn't end up in the back of the net... Those two just like scream at each other and give each other a high five. That's what they do. He didn't go in, oh, high five. Love it. Love it. Let's go cross-legged. Oh, I've given it away. Let's not go cross-legged. Fuck's sake. Right, 13 minutes to go. Mikulenko. Big up Jermaine. City fans expecting too much. We've improved loads and still nowhere near our best. Things are on the up. Yeah. Totally agree, Jermaine. That's it. I think there's definite massive improvements, but there is still gears to go through for this side. Excitingly so, I think. I think there's a lot of excitement ahead. Yet here we are. Well done, referee. Oscar Bob. He's got caught, but we've still got the ball back. I'd like to see Cherky for the last 10 minutes. I'd be taking Foden off for Cherky. Actually, I'm not sure I would, to be honest. We're 2-0 up. I don't think we should be bringing on Cherky. That's just for my entertainment. And in reality, I don't think we need to be doing anything like that, really. I'll take that back. I'd love to see him. I want to see him. I'm excited about the future of Cherky. But realistically, 2-0 up. Do you need to bring on Cherky now? I don't think you do, actually. Take that back. Kovacic on is a shout. Ryan, yeah. Who for? Maybe you lose total creativity if you bring off Foden for Kovacic, but maybe like have him alongside alongside Nico Gonzalez. Do you know what? I'd leave it as it is for a little bit because we're doing all right. We're doing all right here, and I think we could get a third if we play our cards right. Nunes. Back to Bernardo Silva, who's done all right since he's come on. I've seen a couple of moments from him that I've not actually spoken about. But there's been some nice little bits of footwork from Bernardo Silva, and he's won a few balls back here and there. And he's controlling the game right now, dictating the passages of play and dictating the tempo. And they're using Bernardo Silva as a springboard. He switches the play beautifully to Savinho. Right on the money to Savinho, who dinks it in. And Nico O'Reilly. Oh, Haaland, can he keep it alive? No, it's a goal kick. But all from Bernardo Silva, that was, man. I think one of them, you know, when you try and flick it, you want to glance it off the top of your head. And Nico O'Reilly's trying to flick it back post to Haaland, but he just, like, too much afro, I think. Just gets too much boing on it. But he's down at the minute, injured. He's hurting. I'm wondering why, because that's like innocuous. There was no impact. And when a player goes down and there's no one really touching him, that's a worry. Why has he stayed down from that? It's only because he landed. Has he jarred his knee or something? I'm hoping it's just like a jar. Because we fucking need Nico O'Reilly. He's been really good. Villarreal next, that's right. I don't know whether Cherky will play, but I'm looking forward to the Villarreal game. That game's going to be tough. But chat, mate, we are top of the league as it stands right now. Arsenal away to Fulham next. Ryan, you called it, mate. And Cherky's coming on as well. Why is he doing this, Pat? It's like when we don't want substitutions. Pep's like, fuck you lot, I'm bringing on 3. He's bringing on Rico Lewis, Cherky and Kovacic. Nico O'Reilly's back on his feet. So I don't know what he's doing. He's obviously bringing on Rico Lewis, presumably to play left back. Is Ryan Aït-Nouri not on the bench? I thought Ryan Aït-Nouri... No, he wasn't on the bench, was he? So I'm presuming we've gone with Rico Lewis to play left back, who's coming on for Nico O'Reilly. But we're currently playing with 10 men, which is frustrating. With 8.5 minutes to go, we can't concede at any point, really, because the game will just completely change. Any ball through, Donnarumma's going to take that. And he's going to wait for the press. Top of the league. No way. Donnarumma, left foot, goes long with it. You know what's coming, though? Brace yourself for the headlines, by the way. City win 2-0. Haaland scores both. City without Haaland. That's what it'll be. I'm telling you right now, that's what it'll be. All the focus will be, yeah, but Imagine if he gets injured. Imagine Haaland is gone. Like, oh, then what? Then what? Piss off with you, then what? I'm having an argument with myself. Do you know what I mean? But you know it's coming. It's coming. Ruben Diaz, way out of position here, defending the right-back position. Oscar Bob's got to get out closer here. Nico O'Reilly's back on the pitch and he's limping around and he's blocked the cross, in fairness to him. Why have we not made these fucking substitutions? The guy's limping about. Why are we not doing it? We're still defending the corner with him injured. I know, mate. Marmouche is an option, but I think, Haaland, mate, he's just like... Ball in. Haaland defending it. Clearing his lines. Haaland getting back. And then he's just bullied Tarkowski as well. Tarkowski tries to slow Haaland down because he knows that the speed of Erling Haaland is something lethal on the counter-attack. And Haaland just puts fucking Tarkowski on the floor. I love to see it. And Haaland tells him, fuck off. I love him. He's so good, man. In everything. Everything about Erling Haaland is fucking brilliant. I love him. As a footballer, as a human, and everything is great. He's just great, isn't he? I could look at him all day. Not sexually. That's a step too far for me. But I could still look at him for a large portion of the evening and like the whole day. I could look at Erling Haaland. Just like, he wore something the other day, like a farmer's outfit. Did you see him with that pipe? Smoking a pipe with a farmer's outfit on. I'm like, you look good. You know what I mean? It looks fucking great, mate. I'm really enjoying like what you're doing. He's such a fucking fantastic person. Right, subs are being made. Subs are being made. I know, he's got about 3 today, hasn't he? He's got about 3. Savinho, O'Reilly, and Nico G off. So, Savinho off for Turkey. Lewis on for O'Reilly. I'm presuming Turkey's going left, unless Oscar Bob goes on the left and Turkey on the right. And Kovacic is going to see out the game with 5 minutes to go. Nothing silly, please, from anyone. Not just Kovacic, from anyone. Still a long way to go. 4.5 minutes until stoppage time. It's still 2-0. Control the game. Nothing daft. And we're walking away with our heads held high. 3 points. And top of the Premier League. Even if it is just for, 45 minutes. Imagine if Fulham beat Arsenal, man. And then United. Imagine the Rags if they beat Liverpool and we finish this weekend top of the league. Imagine, chat. Just imagine. Think about it. Make it happen. Use your brains. Let's all put our brain power together and let's manifest it. Let's make this happen. Come on. Brilliant. It would be so good. Big up, Archie. Thank you very much for the support. Typical City member. Welcome to the Typical City family, mate. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Well done. What do you think about Núñez? Oh, he's giving it away. Why do I speak? I thought he was doing really well there, defending the corner. Like, you're going to see that out for a goal kick, but he falls over and gives it away. But long throwing, coming in. Mikulenko. Something to defend, and guess who's back there? Erling Haaland. Is he going to clear it? No, it's Ruben Diaz this time. I tell you what, 2-0's a good result, man. You know, considering how the game's gone. Before the game, 2-0 is like, yeah, sounds about right. I think it's fair. But considering how the game's gone, you know, if, with a long way to go, but another clean sheet would be like, you know, everyone's going on about Arsenal's defence right now. If we can just keep a clean sheet here, it's another clean sheet for Manchester City. How many clean sheets have we had since Donnarumma's been here? How many goals have we conceded since Donnarumma's been here? Obviously the Arsenal one. Ball down the line here for Haaland. City could make it 3 here. Haaland's got some wing play to do. Cuts it inside and gives it away. It's mad, isn't it? It is mental. Absolutely mental. Ooh. 34 touches in the opposition box for Manchester City. 15 in the opposition box for Everton. Big up, Christine. Good to see you in the chat always, Christine. Appreciate you. So enjoyed this game, to be honest. It's been a good watch. It has been. Like, both teams have had a fair crack at it. You know, it's not... You can't say Everton have sat back either. I don't think they have. They've defended and they've played this game quite pragmatically well. And they've caused us problems. They've been tough to break down. But the continued control from City and the almost inevitability of having Erling Haaland up front for you has been the answer to the game. It's been the reason the game is 2-0. Man on. Oh, I love it. Bernardo Silva. But yeah, it's been a reasonable watch. I think, yeah, I would be... I would forgive Everton fans to come to me and tell me we should have scored, because they probably should have done, really. I think they were unlucky not to get a goal in that first half. Not much to speak about from an Everton creative point of view, because I thought we started this second half worryingly sloppy. I thought Everton looked better than they did in the first half, in the first 10 minutes of the second half. And then we just scored. And then from that point on, we've been in control, really. I don't think I've really been worried at all that Everton are going to score since we've gone 1-0 up. And thankfully, we cushioned that with a second goal. But yeah, there were spells in the game. Oh, no. So we're not top. Well, we were top for a little bit, weren't we? They've scored in the 89th minute. So are fucking Bournemouth top of the league? I think they go top, don't they? Fucking Bournemouth. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Piss off, Church. You did say it, to be fair. I think you more meant that Everton are going to equalise more than Bournemouth are going to go and win the game. But you were right. There's still a long way to go for the game to change. Handball there. 7 minutes? What are they doing here? Adding 7 minutes on. One of them's nearly gone. But 7 minutes added on. Oh, Jack Grealish having a little smile there. The Everton fans won't be impressed by that. He's on his phone. Having a little smile. When your team's losing. Never goes down well, that, with the fans. I never like it. When I see a City player in the crowd or on the bench, the team's losing, and they're there having a chuckle. I don't know why, it just rubs me the wrong way, man. And I prefer to be rubbed the right way. Which way is that, you ask? Well, I don't know. Haaland's in! 1-on-1! Make it a hat-trick, big man! Oh, he slowed it down. Oh, and it's saved by Pickford. But Haaland again! Rebound! 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 Oh, and it's blocked. Bernardo Silva! Wide! Oh, it's Cherky. It wasn't even Bernardo Silva, it was Cherky. That should have been a Haaland hat-trick, and an unusual situation we've seen there, where Haaland goes through on goal and it doesn't end up being a goal. It's his touch. His first touch lets him down. It was a good save by Pickford. But the first touch from Haaland sort of slows him down, means he has to come back to collect the ball because he almost stopped it dead. But that was a real opportunity to come away with a 3-goal win, which would have been, nice for the goal difference. Might play a part. You know all that too well if you're a City fan. We've won a title on goal difference, so we need that to get bumped up nicely. Corner ball. Haaland flick on! Over to Bar! Ruben Diaz, was it deflected? I think he wants another corner. I think he's going to get it as well. Kovacic getting strangled there by Tarkowski. Fucking hell. Haaland's fuming that he's not got a hat-trick. Oh, short corner. Here's Cherky. Little step over from Cherky. Cherky. Here's Rico. Going back to Nunez. Bernardo Silva. Lovely. Cherky with a little flick. It's showboating football from City, but they're giving it away. Bernardo Silva. I think he's had a great substitution appearance for me. Bernardo Silva, he's been really good. Here you go, Haaland again. Haaland, right. Oh, and he should have gone down. It would have been a penalty. And he's put it over the bar. He should have gone down, man. He should have gone down. Pickford then come flying out. And he just tries to stay on his feet because he's so desperate to score. Really, go down. You're the one who's going to take the penalty, mate. Why didn't he go down then? Smash the likes up, people. City have won. I'm confident of saying that. I'm confident. Even with 3 minutes to go, I think we've won this game. So smash that like button. Straight through to Donnarumma, who has been nice. He's been nice and solid, Trying to think who's had no, I don't think anyone's had a bad game. I think there's been a few average, middling performances. I think Foden's been a bit. Ake has been, his first half, second half he's been all right. Ake actually, but first half he was a bit meh. Ruben Diaz has been nice and tidy. He's had a fair bit of defending to do as well, actually, and I've not really spoke about him at all, and I think he's been good. Again, actually, because I think we're now about to talk about 3 Ruben Diaz's performances back-to-back in a row. 3 in a row have been really good. Haaland's in again! 1-on-1! Haaland! Oh, and he's missed it again! Oh, he's gone to that. You just hope this doesn't... Haaland back post, chests it, flicks it. No fucking way. Penalty Palace! Is it really? Do you know what's bothering me about what's happening here is Haaland's missed 3 chances. Just don't take that thinking into the games, into the Villarreal game, for example. They've gone, haven't they? Can you hear that? Oh, yeah, that crack then. That was a proper fucking clapper. Who can make their ears clap? Fucking hell! Do you hear that? I've never done that in my life. Jesus. Tarkowski, eat shit, mate. Have you seen these fucking things? Mine make noise. Anyway, Haaland's 3 chances missed at the end of the game. I'm just hoping he doesn't take that thought process, that feeling of, whoops, into the Villarreal game. That's going to hurt him, that. I bet he's going to lose a bit. Oh, Donnarumma! Into Foden. Like, we've kept the ball. We've kept the ball, but fucking hell. Palace, what's going on with Palace? Are we really? Take that, Church! Is it really, though? Is it 3-3? I'm not seeing 3-3. Have they scored? I think I could go to the Palace game, actually, here. But, I mean, come on. City is still playing. We can't do that. Is it a Mateta hat-trick? No way! No way are we top of the league. And there goes the full-time whistle! 2-0. Haaland's fuming, shaking his head, walking off the pitch, livid. that he's not scored 800 goals. Let's go to Palace quickly. Church, do I have your permission, Church, to sing? Oh, adverts. But do I have your permission, Church, to sing, "We are top the league, say we are top the league"? O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hey, there's an advert here. There must be an American TV. Nico O'Reilly Auto Parts. It is 3-3 as well. 8 minutes. And it looks like Bournemouth are on the attack as well. Have they got a free kick? They have as well, the bastards. Church, I swear to God, man, if Bournemouth equalise, you're going to get so much joy from proving me wrong. I can feel it. I can feel it. But we need to go top of the league. 3-3. That's an unusual scoreline. Not seen many of them recently, have we? 3-3. Could it be about to be 4-3? Because Bournemouth have got a free kick. Whipped in. Cleared. Cleared again. Adam Wharton. Chasing it down. Excuse me. Clear your lines. Henderson saves it. The cheating bastard FA Cup final robbing Henderson saves it. There was a bit of a nice combo. I saw it, mate. I saw it. Mateta! Oh, what's he doing? How's he missed that? I just glanced and he's on the edge of the 6-yard box and he's just smashed it over the bar with seconds remaining. No one near him. What the fuck is that? How's he missed that there? Oh my God, man. Over the bar from Mateta. Over the bar. That was a proper over the bar, wasn't it? That was. Absolutely smashed it over the bar. Still playing on here. Referee, what are you doing here? We want to go top of the league here. He's playing until Arsenal play. That's what he's doing to make sure it doesn't go down as an official City at top of the league. Nice one, Christine. You're a legend. That'll do, ref. Jesus Christ. Over the bar. Might have a Chinese tonight. In celebration of going top of the league. Let's go. Come on. Bournemouth going long again. The game's still playing here. Richards clears it. Referee blows his whistle. Manchester City go top of the league. Buzzing, man. That is a statement. It's not going to last long. Let's be real about it. Arsenal are probably going to go and beat Fulham. Let's be real about it. Fucking Mateta there is just like on the floor in disbelief. I don't know who scored the other goals, but people were saying in the chat that Mateta got a hat-trick. But he just missed an opportunity to get his fourth. And I mean, I haven't seen the other chances. I believe one of them was a penalty. But I imagine that was one of the easiest chances that he's just missed. Should have won the game. Should have won the game. And Crystal Palace coming away with a 3-3. Manchester City are top of the table. Games in hand for the teams around us. Fair enough. But we take it when we get it. Because right now we can say, we are top of the league. Say, we are top of the league. Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing, man. So good. So good. There is still areas of our performance today that I think are up for a conversation around things that could be improved upon. I think the first half was quite 50-50. I thought the first 10 minutes of the second half, we actually lost control of the game a little bit and Everton looked the brighter of the two sides. But when we scored, it was just almost all City. We completely dominated the game from that point on and fully deserved the 3 points. Really, across the full 90 minutes, I think we totally deserved the three points overall. And I'm pleased we got them because we're top of the league. We're top of the league. Absolutely buzzing. Love it, mate. Big up, Darks. Appreciate you at the before. the start of the game, mate. I know you had to go and watch the stream yourself. City play that second half so good, first half so-so. Yeah, I agree. I think the first, like I said, first 10 minutes I thought we came out a little bit sloppy, and Everton looked good, actually. I think we need to take your hats off to Everton and how they started the second half. But I still think overall we were the better side, and rightly so. Come away with 3 points, and therefore we go top of the league. Yes, Johnny, but we won 3 points. Fucking right, Christine, we did. We did. That is mad. That is funny, man. Jerky. No way. Floppy and squirts. Floppy and squirts. Haaland as well, coming away with 2 goals. Really, it should have been at least a hat-trick, considering the final moments of the game. He was sent through on goal, 3 times in, the last 5 minutes. And he just, the first one where he just took a touch and it was a bit heavy. The second one, I can't remember the second one. He went round the keeper, and at that point I'm thinking go down, and then he probably would have got the penalty and then the hat-trick. But I think he just he was so determined to stay on his feet and showed his honesty, in all honesty, because I've never seen Haaland dive. Have you ever seen Haaland dive? I've never seen Haaland dive ever. I think he's a very honest player. He enjoys the honesty of football and staying on your feet and fighting for the cause, man. He's a proper warrior, man. I love that about him. No shithousery from him. I love it. But in that moment, I'd have been saying, go down. But I love a bit of shithousery when it wins as a penalty. And I think he should have gone down in that situation. And then the third one was just another simple one-on-one that he just hits it against Jordan Pickford. So he's coming away frustrated, which just shows how good he is. Just the fact that he scored 2 almost single-handedly. I mean, obviously the Savinho assist and the Nico O'Reilly assist was very, very good. Haaland back post header was brilliant for the Nico O'Reilly cross. Finish I think it skimmed the heel I think it might have been Garner's heel in front of Pickford, took a little deflection, but Haaland again, striking the ball cleanly enough for it to hit the target and cause a problem for Jordan Pickford. 2 goals for the big man. And he's coming away pissed off. You know what I mean? That's the standards. He's not even happy that he's won us the game single-handedly, and that's the standards of the best striker in the world. I think Mateta was kind of the same, really, in fairness to Mateta. The fact that he probably should have won the game, but he didn't have 3 opportunities at the end of the game like Haaland, and the game was already won, thankfully. But, buzzing. I'm very, very pleased. I agree with you, Jermaine. Again, a couple of very pragmatic and logical points you've made in the chat today. I've noticed, mate. We've got to remember, it's the first game back after international break. I expected to be rusty first half, 100%. 100%. It was kind of a win at all costs type game today. Performance is secondary, really, and I agree with you. But doesn't mean we can't talk about the performance. Doesn't mean we can't analyse it. Things to improve on. Look at elements that can be improved. And I think there were elements to be improved, but you're absolutely right. I think winning the game was paramount today. Paramount, and we've done it. 3 points, sent ourselves top of the league. 25 minutes until Fulham take on Arsenal. Arsenal will know all too well their recent foes that have caused them sleepless night after sleepless night are now top of the league. And we don't seem to be going anywhere, do we? We consistently linger in the positions that make you consider us title challengers, And here we are. Top of the league, and we're supposed to be finished. We're supposed to be shit. We're supposed to be past it. City are not the same team anymore. That were Arsenal favourites, and here we are, top of the league. Game in hand, it's probably going to change in an hour, but, here we are. Facts are facts. We're top of the league right now. Buzzing. Big, big moment in the season. Villarreal next. Villa away. Why are we facing 2 Villas in a row, by the way? That's weird, isn't it? Just realised. Villarreal, Aston Villa up next after as well. So I'm not sure who's after that. I know we've got Liverpool on the horizon, but that very much is on the horizon. I think we've got a few winnable games. Well, is it winnable? All games are tough, really, aren't they? But we've got Villarreal away, Aston Villa away, then Swansea away. But that's, League Cup. You got to rotate for that game. And then Bournemouth at home, which, back in the day, it's like, yeah, Bournemouth home, banker. 3 points guaranteed. We always beat Bournemouth. But this Bournemouth side fucking causing problems for everybody, aren't they? Not a team you want to face, really. So that's not very winnable. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about, winnable matches. Swansea, that's about it. That's the only one. Talking bollocks, don't listen to me. I said they're winnable matches. None of them are really winnable in the sense of, easy. Bournemouth at home is not going to be easy at all. And then Borussia Dortmund. And then Liverpool at home. On form, I wouldn't mind playing Liverpool. Let's see how they do against United. I'm quite confident Liverpool are going to beat United. I'm quite confident about that. I do think people say it's a good time to face Liverpool. I'd say it's a bad time to face Liverpool. I think it's the other way. Liverpool have been in terrible form recently, but I actually think it's the international break came at the right time for them. They got a break from the treble loss, a trio of losses. They needed time away to settle themselves, come back rejuvenated, and I would argue the perfect game is a rivalry that gets the fans so vocal and boisterous and letting the players know that the fans are going to drag Liverpool through this game because it's at Anfield. If it was at Old Trafford, I would be worried about Liverpool if from a Liverpool point of view. But the fact that it's at Anfield, I do think that's going to play a massive part, and the fans will probably drag them through that game and demand 3 points, and they'll probably get it. Because when Anfield's rocking, mate, it's a horrible place to go. And I think that's the reason why I think Liverpool will win. But, imagine if they drop points again. That would be like, wow. Wow. You can fully expect, well, you should do. Because, Mark Goldbridge in crisis video for Liverpool, I would fully expect to see that, wouldn't you? About fucking time, really. Someone else other than City. Big up, Darks. Imagine now Arsenal and Spurs lose to complement our weekend. Foden also seems to be getting better per game. I didn't think Foden had a great game, actually. I thought he was all right. There was great. First half, he was anonymous. It's a tough one. Because I don't think he had a terrible game. I just don't think he didn't grab the game by the scruff of the neck. But at the end of the game, he was sending Haaland through left, right and centre, wasn't he? So he showed glimpses of brilliance, but still, would like to see a bit more from Foden. Kovacic looked good. Let's go City. Big up to you, Darks, mate. You've dropped a lot of kind donations on this stream. And you've been a member for 10 months, mate. So big up to you. Legend. Alaric, good to see you. Haaland posted pipe pic. Someone asked, what do you smoke? Haaland replied, goals. I saw it, mate, and he absolutely does. He's been absolutely toking on the goals lately, hasn't he? Big old toke of a goal lately. Ridiculous amount of goals he's got. Unbelievable. And big up to Darks for becoming sending a membership, actually, and it's Toff, who kindly donated earlier as well. So big up to you as well. So I'm going to have to shoot before we do. Let's pop them in there as well before we shoot off. But big up to everybody. Manchester City have won. Manchester City are top of the Premier League. And we've got a lot to enjoy right now as Manchester City fans because we haven't lost a match in quite some time. And we are winning most of the matches that we take part in, which is a great sign. It's a great sign for me. I'm extremely pleased with how things have turned, and I can't remember who said it, but there was someone who was saying that we're not even playing that well and we're doing what we're doing, but there is so much improvement. I think it might have been Jermaine, actually, that we are improving, and there are still gears to go through, effectively, is what Jermaine was saying, I think it was. And yeah, I think there's so much more to come, we're not even hitting the heights. And I know it's cliche and people seem to think that, because I don't think any season, no two seasons are the same, but people seem to have this way of thinking that Pep and Manchester City start slowly, finish strongly. I think there's been, last season, for example, we won our first 6 games in a row, so I don't know where this slow start came from. We won our first 6 games in a row last season. People seem to forget that. You know what I mean? So that's bollocks. But in terms of finishing strongly, that has been consistent. really. And I would hate for it to change this season. But if we do finish strongly as we have done in previous seasons, and be in the positions we are now, where we are within a game, maybe 2 games worth of points, whether it be 3 points or 4 points, with 5-6 games to go at the end of the season, then I can guarantee you, Arsenal, Liverpool, they will shit the bed. They will shit their pants if we're there and thereabouts, because they just know what we're capable of. And we just got to be there, man. We have just got to be there. And here we are, top of the league right now. Long, long way to go. We're not even a third of our way into this season yet. So still so much still to do. But massive respect to you for joining me in this typical City watch along. You've all dropped so many kind donations and lots of positivity has been spread as well. Big up to Curtis, by the way. He said he was feeling a bit down this week. So I hope you're feeling better, mate. You got the win you wanted. If you're still watching, not sure if you still are, but big up to you. I remember what you said at the beginning of the stream. So big up to you, mate. I hope you're feeling good. And big up to everyone. City have won. And we're going top of the league. Top of the league we are. Player ratings in the morning. I'll try and get that out as quick as I can. I've got to go and see my family and do a family thing in the morning. So I might be a bit late with that, which I really didn't want to do. I don't like being late. Otherwise, player ratings kind of becomes irrelevant. But tune in one way or the other. I'll be doing player ratings tomorrow. So make sure you tune in for that. And yeah, take care. Enjoy your Saturday night, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.